And yeah, we're live again. Let's go. Like you were saying, hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Well, the first attempt was a complete failure that has now been deleted from history. Now this is attempt number 3 because I realized I can actually test stuff by doing a stream that is private. Something new to me. I'm not a private person when it comes to live streaming. I'm just, hey, you know what? Let's just go all out and let's go straight out to the public. So guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Yeah, we are doing a PlayStation stream on the MiSTer FPGA. Now, I'm kind of used to using wireless, but I'm outputting to two different outputting to two different platforms, YouTube and Twitch. So watch this wherever you want to watch this, and it's taking extra bandwidth, so yeah, I've had to go through a wired connection. But what I've done is I've gone through a power line adapter now, which does make things a little bit easier, shall we say. So yeah, the upload speed, I've done a test, everything seems to be fine. So let's do some PlayStation. So what we're looking at here is we are looking at Toshinden. It's a game that I called Toshinden for years and years and years. In fact, it wasn't just me that called this game Toshinden. Everyone called this Toshinden, at least in my circle, in London, United Kingdom or England, right? And this game, seeing this on the PlayStation when it first came out, blew me away, because this is what I saw. I saw these two players fighting, and I saw that screen in the background, and I was like, wow, holy heck, look at that. They're fighting and there's a screen in the background. It just looked insane to me. Never did I see anything like it, hence why I was like, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Before we start playing this and looking at games, let's kind of start it. I just want to send a special thank you out to all the channel members and subscribers. I really do appreciate it. I had a new member on Patreon today, so really do appreciate all your stuff, all your support, you know, whether it's a like, a subscribe, a hype, a good word, it all just helps. So who should we be? You know what, let's go her, because she's kind of hot in that kind of PlayStation style of graphics. So let's run with this. So I wanted to start with Toshinden, and there's a reason for this, is because they are making a Toshinden game in the fiscal year of 2026 to 2027, where they are going to they're going to re-release these for modern consoles, and I wonder what they're going to do. Now, this game was very weird to play. Wasn't sure. I was kind of hoping we got the arena where you could see the TV in the background, but you can't. Okay, no issues there. It's a weird game. I don't fully know how to play this, but being a fighting games fan, I saw this before I saw Tekken, and I was like, wow, this game is just superb. Like, I was like, this is the future of fighting games, being like a predominantly a 2D fighting games fan. Seeing stuff like this at the time was absolutely mind-blowing. It was like, wow, never seen anything like it. This was the best, you know, you had ever seen. And when the PlayStation came out, the gap between what you had in the arcades and what you had on your home console began closing. It wasn't that big a gap, right, where it used to be a big gap before. Yo, okay, please purple, why'd I ask? Okay, that's interesting actually, because instead of showing the emoji, it kind of writes it out. Yeah, that's interesting. So look at the screen there, off reflex, where you've got that eyes wide kind of emoji there. It just kind of writes it out. That's quite funny. I was kind of hoping it would show the emojis, but again, still experimenting with this multi-stream thing. We've got 9 people over on YouTube, and we have 0 people over on Twitch. Twitch isn't really my main jam. Again, this is kind of weird. Okay, so is the control scheme like so Cala? Oh wow, I've done a special there. Oh, that's a quarter circle back. Okay, maybe we can pull this one back. Come on, jump into my Bible, son. I want to win this. Yes, we won it. We've done it for the Cleveridge people. So guys, PlayStation on the MiSTer FPGA is fantastic. I feel like I may have killed the momentum of the stream with the kind of bandwidth errors that we had, but it seems I've got a good solution for it. Yeah, you know what? Thank you so much, dude. Was super appreciated. But now I'm good. So I've got this power line adapter, right? So my internet that I've got is half a gig up. So it's 500 Mbps download. And in the UK, you roughly get around 10% of your download as an upload, right? Unless you're with one of the kind of newer ISPs, which unfortunately they don't do my street. I keep registering my interest, but I think I'm the only guy that does it on my street. So yeah, I should have 50 upload and 500 download. So what happened is when I use the power line adapter, it gives me 50 download, 50 Mbps, but it gives me my max upload. It gives me 50 Mbps. So which is, I think for streaming, that's what I'm going to do. It's just a matter of quickly connecting a wire. And then for the most part, I'll use Wi-Fi because I get better bandwidth out of it, believe it or not, than going through power line adapters. But I think I've found the solution for my streaming, which is a wired, but not a directly wired approach. It's a wired approach that uses my electricity. So I just need to remind that to myself. And there's no breakdown or anything like that. It just seems to work better. Right, let's run another game. And guys, if you've got any requests, then I'm quite happy to check those out. Right, this was another good one. Let's go Bloody Roar 2. Okay, Bringer of the New Age. Okay, I guess that's the name. Then I have to remember, whenever I choose a game, I need to go in and reset the menu. Press reset in the menu. Yeah, you know what, R3 Flex. Yeah, wired is always better. So how my house is upstairs, my daughter's room has the router, and the reason it has the router is because it used to be my games room before I had kids, or when my daughter was very young actually, and when she grew up she took that room, and I've left the router in there now, and there's a corridor in there, and I never want a wire hanging there. And the reason I don't want a wire hanging there is because you know, my mum passes through there, my kids pass through there, and I don't want a trip hazard there that will roll people down the stairs. That's why a lot of times I do stuff via Wi-Fi. I could run the cable, yes, I've got a cable long enough, but I just can't. It's a lot of effort to put it up there tidy, and I really just don't want to do that. So this game was good. I think I've got like this. Let's have a look, video and audio options. So where is there's a HDMI option on there. So aspect ratio, original, scale, normal. Okay, that's all good. What's that horizontal crop? Okay, right, okay. 480i for HDMI. Okay, so we'll put that on in case that works on anything. 480i to 480p HDMI hack. Let's run that on so we can have like a progressive look. Now, a lot of this stuff that we're doing here maybe wasn't doable on the PlayStation. I don't ever remember the PlayStation being 480p, but hey, we can do that because MiSTer FPGA and FPGA ZoomSpaz, or known as Robert Pape, the developer that brought this core, amazing developer. The work he does is just freaking amazing, absolutely amazing. So he's done this, making this core go beyond actual freaking hardware, man. Sorry, I don't want to get a copyright thing there. I see a band there playing. Hopefully more people will come. I do apologize for everything that I killed. I'm not even sure if a notification went out now because you get a limited number of notifications. I do believe it's what's Contra for this, the Contra Adventure. I bet it sucks. You get a limited number of notifications you get from YouTube and likely Twitch as well, and I think I smashed them today by doing this, getting it wrong, doing it again, getting it wrong, and now it seems to be okay. Anime Otaku, if you are there, I think I may have sussed this. R3 Flex, sorry, I was asking. I don't remember making you a mod. Did you have a different username before? That was something else. Did you change your handle to R3 Flex? Was it something else before? If not, did I nipple promote you to a mod? The nipple promote mod was when I was walking around doing in real live streams, which I was trying out. I had my phone in my pocket and my nipple was interacting with the screen, and it blocked some people from the channel. Then I promoted some people to mods. It's just some weird stuff. So I don't really do the walking and talking one so much anymore. Right, let's run with this. And I've got Metroidvania I want to play. It's called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it looks really good. It's available GOG, Steam. I think it's coming out for Switch. It's available for Android as well. Is it Michael Dilemma? Yeah, oh, Michael, you've changed your thing. Wicked. So there is only one nipple mod. Excellent. Right, okay, so let's start game. I don't know what we're going to get into here. I feel like this isn't going to be a good game because a lot of good Contra games, you know, there's a good one on the PS2. I kind of like the one that came out on the PS2, but that was a difficult one, man. That was a difficult one. Yeah, definitely the nip, man. Absolutely fantastic. Well, good to always have you there. It's weird because when someone changes their handle, like I'm seeing your handle here in chat, where you can kind of see what I'm seeing, plus I'm seeing like the YouTube one. Once you change your handle, I'm trying to work out who you are because it just changes it everywhere. That's why I find it weird. A lot of people change their usernames. It's someone that I've spoken to many times, and I'm speaking to them and I can't remember. But to be honest, sometimes I genuinely just just forget people's usernames, because there's a lot of names to remember, man. You speak to a lot of people online, different communities, different Discord servers, and it's difficult to remember them. I didn't change it. Sometimes you okay, it's the real name. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if that's a setting that I can do. Okay, let's see what this is like. So okay, so this is that pseudo 3D kind of era. Can I change weapon? No? Okay. I do like flamethrowers though. Flamethrowers are cool. It's got a Contra music though, hasn't it? Okay. Right, it's definitely not the worst Contra out there. And maybe I'll appreciate this more on a CRT. I never heard of this, never really played this before. Oof. You're not one hit either. You're multiple hits. I should be able to get more fire. And hopefully you can have like a couple of fires like on the Super Nintendo where you can change between your weapons. Okay, at least that kind of got there. Feels a little... no, mind you, I have taken a couple of bullets. So, oop, I've taken another one there. So that's quite good. I don't mind Contra with like with health points, right? But I guess if all your health points are gone, you are gone. Okay, when's that thing gonna fire? Okay. Oh, wicked! I've got a. It's got a lock your direction of fire button, like that. Oh yeah, just like the SNES. Do you know what? This isn't such a bad game, man. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, like oof. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, wicked. Alright, let's go spread shot for a bit. Did anyone play this on the PlayStation, guys? I think this is the first time I'm playing this game. Never really heard of it, don't know much about it, but I don't actually mind it. It's no Contra free, right, at all. But it's kind of alright. Oops. I just ran through the fire there, man. Wow. That's silly of me. Right, I'm invincible there. So let's see if, yeah, you still got your other fires. Come on, go away, fire. Remember, Steam is your enemy in most video games as well. Okay, good stuff. Let's see. I want to see like a big boss or something. See what it kind of looks like. Oh, that was a bit of a direct hit. Just being patient and just jump. What you got for me here? Oh, we got lasers, guys. Oof. Not the worst Contra game I've played. Not the best, not the worst. What's that one? There's one on the Saturn. There's one that came out for the Switch, man. No, the most recent one for the Switch was all right. This is maybe on par with that. But then there was I think there was one I played on like the Saturn, man. It was, wow, it really sucked. Come on, come on. Oof, doing badly now. Okay, we did that one, guys. Legacy of War, it's the same, right? Okay. I'll look at that comment properly. Not bad, guys. Let's run another game. And what have we got here? So, okay, let's run one of these Capcom generations and see what this does. Let me have a look at chat. Okay. You know what? I need to, Shadow Bash. I need to play Hard Corps a bit more. It does look good, but because I really liked Contra 3 on the SNES, it's difficult. The only thing about Contra 3 is the bird's eye view parts aren't bad, but they're not great either. Okay, Legacy of Voice, the same thing, but it came later. Cool. Okay, so guys, if you're enjoying the stream, pressing the like button, or even pressing this new hype thing that we've got on YouTube apparently helps. So let's run with it and see what is going on. Right, let's see. Let's press start here. So okay, so this is title select. Okay, let's go this one here. Not the biggest fan of these games. Probably thank you whoever pressed that like button there, super appreciated. And yeah, obviously if you're subscribed to the channel, if you want to be so inclined to support the channel further, I do have a membership option, and as well as a Patreon setup. But let's have a look at this. So these, obviously we have arcade cores of these, so this wouldn't be my first choice to play this on the MiSTer. Sorry, on my first choice of how to play this on the MiSTer, should I say. We have plenty of choices. We have the arcade cores that we can play. I think I scared Aleem Tayyab away with my last one, but hey, I think I found a good solution to my streaming, man, and that is what I'm going to use. I think I just done my little 360 there. I think maybe we'll go into like the ROM hacks folder if I have a separate one on there. It's nice, a lot of the translation ROM hacks that the PlayStation gets. Who's excited about the SuperStation 1? Anyone here? Have you ordered one? Are you waiting to get your one? Do you already have a MiSTer? Is it going to be your first MiSTer? Are you watching like streams like this just to kind of get excited and whatnot of you know, an upcoming SuperStation 1? Right, let's go. Let me go out this folder. No, okay, I really did think I had okay, CHD collection. I thought I'd have ROM hacks and whatnot. Let me try. No, okay. Maybe I dumped them all in one folder. So let's have a look. Capcom Generations, I don't know what that one is. Final Fantasy VII, Heart of Darkness is a really cool one. Metal Gear, Parasite Eve 2. I know this is gonna be so this is like a Resident Evil-y type of game, which is it's also got RPG elements in there. I really liked number 2 when I had my PlayStation originally. Like I played it a heck of a lot. Thought it was really good, really good. But yeah, it was difficult to get back into. I think I tried playing this on the PSP. You know, when we were playing all the e-boots and we could play everything on there. So you had Parasite Eve 2, and I think part 3 for this was a game on the PSP called The Third Birthday, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I literally just played Parasite Eve for the first time a few days ago. Wicked. What is the main attraction pro for Multi-System 2? So Takumi Hertz, right, so whenever I talk about the Multi-System 2, I always say that I feel like it sits in between an original DE10 Nano and like the cheaper alternatives from Retro Remake and QM Tech. They've got, so the advantage is you're paying a little bit cheaper than buying an original DE10 Nano setup. But they're not as cheap. So for example, if you buy a MiSTer Multi-System 2, you get a 3D printed case, but then you don't get a power supply with it, and it runs with a power barrel, not USB Type C. Because even if you don't get a power supply with, say, the Retro Remake one, you do get a USB-C cable, and it works with any power delivery charger. So the MiSTer add-ons thing, it just depends. You know, if at the moment, is it really worth buying? Well, I don't know, because you have to pre-order it if you can. You can't just buy it. Which means if you're going to pre-order that, are you better off pre-ordering something like the SuperStation 1? SuperStation 1 is the best bang for buck MiSTer FPGA there has ever been. 5 analog connections, 1 HDMI, 4 different audio options. You can output simultaneously. You can't get a better option. But if you order that, you're going to get in 2026. Now, if you could order the MiSTer Multi-System 2 and get it like me in the UK within a week, then you think like, okay, you know what, I'm going to pay like 50-60% more than how much the Retro Remake one is costing me. maybe it's worth it. Like sometimes I'm impatient, right? I can order something which I know is available on AliExpress, but I don't want to wait. So the next day I get it next day delivery on Amazon and I'm paying 50% more for it. But those are usually items that are £20 on AliExpress and they're going to be £30 on Amazon. And because I want it quickly, I'll get it. This especially comes in terms of stuff like cables and whatnot. So it's completely up to you how much you want to spend, how much you think it's worth it. It's still a saving as opposed to buying an original DE10 Nano, but have a look at it yourself, you know. Is it worth it? Funnily enough, I actually got an email saying the DE25 is coming to me on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'll have it. There's nothing out for it. I may have bought myself a paperweight, but I still wanted it anyway. Like if it does take off, then hey, at least I've ordered one. I've got one. So guys, this is Parasite Eve 2. Looks good, yeah, but SS1 has a dock, which is the main. Well, I mean, the MiSTer Multi-System 2 are saying that they're going to get cartridges working on there. They've previewed like the Game Boy and the Game Boy camera running directly on there. So that's that, but they haven't showed anything for an optical drive. So the SuperStation one has big advantages. I don't really have any major biases with anyone. Whenever I do stuff on my channel, I've had MiSTer Add-ons as my sponsor for 2 years. But at the same time as doing that, I'm happy showing off anything that is, cologne related. Oh, actually, that's why we're not on Twitch. Let me go on Twitch. Sorry, I was supposed to press a button for Twitch, but we are on Twitch now. Okay, interesting. Still learning stuff here. Yeah, so I don't really have any I don't have any major biases towards anything. I'm quite like the QM Tech one. I haven't got one, but everyone speaks highly about it, so no issues with that. The Takudon one I've tried myself. Absolutely love his stuff. Then we've got the MiSTer. We've got the MiSTer add-ons stuff that you can buy. You can buy an original DE10 Nano. Do you know what? It's just completely up to you what you get, what you go for, what is good value to you. It's simply that. When it comes down to like bang for buck stuff, then you can't really mess around with any of the stuff you're getting from QM Tech or Retro Remake, right? That will be the cheapest way for you to get anything MiSTer related. But with the Multi-System 2, you're paying, I think when the MiSTer Multi-System 2 is in stock, as in you can order it and it will come to you within a few days. Like in the UK, you order it on a Monday, you get it on a Wednesday. It becomes a lot more appealing than ordering something. So let's say the MiSTer Multi-System 2 delivery power supply is going to cost you, say, £300, right? But the MiSTer Pi is going to cost you probably say £200 all in delivery, taxes, the whole lot, 220 even. So then you have to work out, do you want to pay that extra in order to get it quicker? That's one of the things. So guys, this is Parasite Eve 2, naturally okay, it's got analog stick support as well, but analog does tank as well. It's not like the newer games. So yeah, this was really good. I really liked this game, and it was really cool as well because it's one of those games that when you started shooting the enemies, like the little numbers came up. So when the numbers came up, it was pretty cool. Crazy King, okay, cool, whatever. Let's go. Choose the weapon. Yep. Okay, so when the numbers came up, it looked really good. It added that kind of RPG element to it, right? Okay, let's go. So guys, if you are, let's just do level 1. If you're enjoying this stream, pressing that like button, hyping the video, doing any of that stuff is super helpful to the channel. And let's have a look at this. And I really did like this game. This was a weird game. When I first got it, I didn't know what it was going to be. I kind of went into it blind, and I just loved it straight away. And it still looks the part. Okay, R1 to fire. Nice, okay. Switch targets, okay. Cool. Like it. And as you can see, even the numbers are coming up there. So weird controls for this. They're kind of like a lot of the time when these games were around, the controls were very specific to the game that you're playing. So you went from one game, you played it for 50 hours, and when you went on to the next game, it just your muscle memory kind of went, you know. I like the firing in here though. This is a really good game. I'd love to get a modern remake for this game in the same way that we got modern remakes for the Resident Evil. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Right, interesting stuff there. Yo, Mando 5 in the house, man. Dude, you got your name scrolling up the top. All the members are there. Right, let's run another game. Mando, you want to see a game, buddy? Let us know what you want to see, and we can run. Rebel Assault. Let's do Rebel Assault. Hopefully the force is strong on this one. Let's see what it looks like with all the kind of 480, the 480p hack. Yo, Anime Otaku, you're back. So Anime, I'm using my power line adapter. It gives me 10% of my download, but it gives me my maximum upload, which is 50 Mbps. So really good. Yeah, man. Flex or Michael, I should say. Michael, yeah. Ooh, love it. So I really like the remakes, man. 2 and 3 were amazing. 4, I need to go back and finish it, man. But I'm going to have to start it again from the beginning because I haven't played it in so long that I'll need to go back and play it like right from the beginning. Factor 5! Oh, wow. Weren't these the guys that made like the Star Wars games on the Nintendo 64? I think they were. Wicked. Metal Gear Solid Internal. So Gundam Battle Assault 2. Right, that is noted. And Tsukami, we'll have a look at that as well. Ooh, I just bought you know what? I need to. I played it. Was it on Game Pass? I played it somewhere. I don't actually own that one. I need to add it to my Steam library. That's a good one. You know, don't. I know people insult it and people say it's not a great game. It's a bloody good game. I like the original. Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation. In fact, I loved it. I thought it was a great game. I loved how you mixed the ammo. I loved it when Nemesis was chasing you, shouting, "Stars! Stars! Stars!" Absolutely blew me away, man. How darn good was that? And the remake, I absolutely loved it. Loved it from beginning to end. It was just a great game. Wasn't the longest game, but it was just a darn good game. Okay, so this is... Oh, wow, this is... Ooh, a bit difficult to aim here, but let's try and get the TIE Fighter. I haven't got a crosshair in the middle, man. That kind of sucks a bit. Oh, okay. I'm still managing to get stuff because the force is strong in me. Okay. Hard to aim, but man, this is amazing. And again, on a CRT, these look great. We've definitely upscaled it a bit, and Robert's Core is amazing. It's honestly, it's better than playing stuff on a bloody PlayStation. Now, I'm sure there's a few things that aren't super perfect on there, but heck, everything that I play on here, that I want to play on here, just runs absolutely superb. And with like the visual enhancements and all the stuff that FPGA Zoomspaz has put in there, it just looks superb. And a big shout out to him. I usually message Robert before I do a stream, but I know he's been busy recently, so I didn't do it. But I did add him to the description as a tag, so hopefully that tag kind of tags him and he shows up. I love it when he shows up to streams, and he does show up to the stream sometimes, like to the N64 ones. If I've done some of the other ones, he'll randomly just show up and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then answer a few questions and whatnot. Absolutely top guy, man. What a guy. You know, if I had one word to describe the developer of this core, one word would be genius. And it's not a genius with a J, it's a genius with a G, like a proper genius. The reason I always make a joke about a genius with a J, and we were blown up there, was because there was some joke where someone was saying, Donald J. Trump, he's, and I'm not going political here, this isn't a channel to talk about politics, but I remember seeing a clip where these Trump supporters were like, Donald, our president, Donald Trump is a genius, and then one of them goes, "The J in his name stands for genius." So it was really funny, when someone said a J in a name stands for genius, right? Yeah, you with me on that one? Either way. Ooh, Siphon Filter 2. I kind of like Siphon Filter 1. I need to get more games for this, man. At some point, I have got quite a few games, but I feel like we need to get more. I need to get the I thought I had like a translation folder on here, but I think I've just dumped them all into one folder. Oh, what were the games? I know we had some games where people mentioned them. Let's have a look. Where are the block? Okay, Gundam Battle. Have I got that in here? Let's have a look. I hope I have. Oh, there you go. Gundam Battle. Oh, you wanted 2. Sorry, my bad. Let me run 2. And let me give it that reset. Play some Thunder Force 5 if you have it. Oh, is that one on... so that's a shmup. I like shmups. Thunder Force, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. So I don't always... Yeah, I don't always. We have a planned. Oh, PCN, do you want me to announce the stream we have planned for MGS? Yeah, man, go for it, dude. Announce it. I can't even remember what we agreed on. What do we agree on? But announce it. I think I remember what it is. I've got an idea. Right, before we go into Gundam territory and this video gets demonetized because I'm in it for the money, guys. Okay, I do like doing it as well, but I do like the ad revenue as well. But yeah, go Anime Otaku, announce it, man. Just mention it in here for anyone out there. So we got to. I know what we're. I think I do remember what we're talking about. And that's mainly going to be you on the skill side, and it's going to be me on the chatter side. Okay, I don't know anything about Gundam, but let's pick someone that's closer to my age. Maybe this dude over here. Man, he's probably still younger. Hey man, that looks like Optimus Prime, right? Really does. Give me a sec, guys. I am just going to mute the mic a sec so I can take a sip of my drink because I have been talking a lot. Okay, Anime, this game does look good. Gotta say, it looks cool. Oh, it's a fighting game. I like it. I like it. I can Hadouken. I can Hadouken. Oh, it's got, wow, and you can do the flying stuff, I guess. Wow. Well, let's see if we can do. If we can combo this then into a Hadouken. Anyway, this is really good. Has a good feel to it, man. I want to launch him. I want to see if I can do launch. Like it. Hey. Come on. I'm trying to see if I can do some kind of robot combo here, man. The Gundam's a mech, right? Sorry, I'm so ignorant to Gundam. Gundam's a mech. There's people in there riding them. A wasted opportunity. It would have been great to get like a Gundam DLC for Titanfall 2. By the way, guys, Titanfall 2 is just one of the best games ever made, man. Still, when you play it to this day, it holds up to any other shooter out there, man. So well made, so well optimized. And the reason that I'm saying it's so well optimized because I play stuff on handheld PCs way before, years before anything was available on the Steam Deck. And then this is Titanfall 2 is something that was optimized so well it pretty much ran on anything. So I used to play it on handheld PCs at a full 60 FPS and it just felt darn good, man. Yes, the full Metal Gear Solid stream with texture packs and enhanced resolution and widescreen. That is the one, and we're going to be talking while we do it, and you're going to talk us through it. I'm going to ask questions and do other stuff there, so that's kind of good. This is a good game. Yeah, let's Soul Calibur. I think I started one of the previous streams where that got nuked, but yeah, so it won't be Soul Calibur, it'll be Soul Blade on here. Soul Blade or Soul Edge, that's what it was called. So Metal Gear Solid Integral. Do I even have that? Do we have Metal Gear Solid Integral? Let me put the keyboard up here because I can just press M and it will take us to M. Oh, okay. Is that Integral? So what is Integral? I don't even know what this is. All right, let's go disc one. Superb. So guys, I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. Let me. I'm gonna just have a look at my my little thing on Twitch to see what it looks like. Let's, oh yeah, that's fine. Just putting it really low for me just to have a look at over here. But yeah, this is looking good. I think I found the optimal way of doing this on multiple platforms. Anyway, do the CHDs, they take longer to load, right? Am I mistaken? The CHDs take longer to load than a bin and queue file, right? Because I feel like every time I load a game, I almost think to myself that something's crashed and I just have to be patient and wait for it to load. Mails and stuff, I'm doing that lately. Full playthrough, wicked. Yeah, Anime really does know his stuff, man. He's a good friend and he really helps out with the channel a lot as well. Do you use Zapparu? Anime Otaku is I know he's a mod over on the Zapparu Discord, and he does a lot of work in conjunction with Wizzo, who's the main developer of the Zapparu project. And the Zapparu project, by the way, guys, absolutely fantastic project. Actually, they sponsor a weekly news show at the moment, and will be for the rest of the year, so that's really, really cool. Integral is a Japanese re-release with more difficulties added and English audio instead of Japanese audio. Okay, that's interesting. So let's watch the intro, because the beginning part can be a little bit boring, right? I mean, boring to kind of watch, because it's that part where you come out the pool, you go in. I have to say, Metal Game Solid is one of the most epic games that I have ever played in my life. Like, wow, just wow, 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 absolutely just blew me away. Just blew me away. It was that freaking good, man. Playing it was like playing a game and watching a movie at the same time. Like, it was pure bliss, guys. Absolute bliss. Just like, wow. I thought to myself, I've never played, like, there's a few blockbuster games that I've played, and what I'll mention as being those amazing games is I was going to say Metal Game Solid, so I'm so used to saying it, but Metal Gear Solid is one of those games that was epic. Another one that I played was The Last of Us, the Tomb Raider reboot, Resident Evil 4 on the GameCube with the PS2. These games were the games that were like, when I finished playing them, I was like, wow. I think Uncharted 2 was like that as well. So there's a few games that you just play them and you think like, wow, these were just absolutely nuts. And yeah, so Metal Gear was definitely one of them. I remember playing it. It's the kind of game you played it and you said to everyone, you need to try this game now. It just has to be played. You have to play it. You just have to. And I'm telling you now, oh, wow, this was so freaking awesome, man. Now, we're going very easy, guys. So spoiler alert, in case anyone hasn't actually played, Metal Game Solid. I keep saying Metal Game Solid. If anyone hasn't played Metal Gear Solid, spoiler alert, just close your ears for the next 5 seconds. But boy, when I found out Nina was a traitor, man, it broke my heart. I'll tell you, the emotions I went through felt like I'd broken up with a lover of some type, man. It broke me, man. I was like, whoa, Nina's a traitor. And then years and years later, when I watched the 24, guess what? If you haven't watched 24, close your ears if you're ever going to watch it again. Bloody Nina happens to be the traitor in that as well. I wonder if 24 with Kiefer Sutherland took the inspiration for the double agent, the traitor Nina, from Metal Gear Solid. I wonder if that actually happened, if that was a thing. But this game was, wow. Who remembers that Bleemcast? Was it Bleemcast where you could play certain PlayStation 1 games on the Dreamcast, and they looked really, really good. And I remember playing Metal Gear on there, or seeing Metal Gear on there, and thinking that just looks really, really good. Now, this is an epic game, man. Hideo Kojima, some of the games he made were just freaking amazing, man. If you have not played it, play it. Go on, spoil. No, I didn't. That's why I'm saying, yeah, when I say that, it means like quickly mute it for a few seconds. That's why I go through that. That's why the whole build up towards, yeah, be careful. Yeah, it's something's happening. Who remembers this, where I had the anti-piracy measure where it said look at the back of the box in order to get the frequency, man? And anyone that had the pirate game had to leave their PlayStation on and walk down to Blockbuster to look at the case and then note down the frequency. I know people that did that. I played the original, by the way. I don't think I had a chipped PlayStation, actually. I had a chipped PlayStation 2 because it was the only way to play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike at one point. I don't think the Anniversary Collection ever came out, so that's when I got it modded. It was to play that, and then I had the original, but then I got like a copied version of it as well. Right, I truly suck at this game. I find the controls a little bit weird now, but look how good this is, man. How do I pick that up? Did I pick it up? No, that's crouch. Oh yeah, this had the whole first person thing in it as well, man. What a game, guys. What a game. Talking to Hideo Kojima, he was saying that the circle to attack. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing any stealth stuff, right? I need to crouch. what a great game. The map, everything about it over here was just superb. Dun, 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 dun. All I had to do was sneak onto the lift. Okay, Snake is dead, guys. Snake, Snake, Snake. Come on, we're gonna hear it. That was quality, guys. Let me put the sound up a bit so it is a little bit loudish. Absolute classics. Right, someone said Gran Turismo. And I'm going to go into that bloody story mode again for Gran Turismo, where I went to this guy's house whose mum was fit. She must have had him when she was 16. So when we were 16, she was 32. She was fit. And I mean, this guy must have known, right? You can't, I don't know. It's a weird one, right? But he must have known, like, all his friends just wanted to smash his mum, man. I mean, she was a MILF even before we knew what MILF was, right? The original MILF. And I'd be absolutely gutted if this guy finds out he's watching my YouTube channel, he's really into this stuff, and he's like, hey, dude, that's my mum you're talking about. But I can't. Whenever Gran Turismo comes up, I play it, I see it, anything to do with it, I think of the guy's mum. I don't even want to say his name. I nearly said it there, man. It's a guy that I went to primary school with. I didn't go secondary school with him. And I can't remember how I met him again, because, you know, like when unless you were hanging around with someone and they went to a different school, you didn't randomly, like, you had your friends from your school then, didn't you? Most of your friends went to your school. So, right, what we have a look here. Michael Deliman saying, great game, wicked. Snake, indeed, man. Mantarok, I love that. There was actually a guy who used to play Street Fighter or Capcom vs SNK 2 against, called Snake, over on ShoreiuKin.com, man. Absolutely superb. Awesome guy, awesome player. And a big shout out to anyone that was playing Capcom vs SNK 2, went on ShoreiuKin.com and posted on the good or bad games thread. Oh, Resident Evil, Takumi, unfortunately they don't make great games for streams. It's like we can run through the intro for sure, but once the game starts we'll kind of stop it. They're games that you need to explore through and play through. They don't really, when it comes, unless I'm doing like a playthrough of a game, but I never stick with a game for long enough to play through it. Anime Otaku was actually kind enough to buy me the GOG version of this new Metroidvania. Anime, can you tell people what that Metroidvania you bought for me yesterday is as a gift? Because he knew I'd like it and he was like, hey dude, this is for you. I haven't had a chance to actually try that out yet. Maybe a track mode for that game. Yeah, man, a track mode is good. Like, I mean, a track mode is looking really good here. And I feel like this looks really good. So, you know, cast your mind back to whenever this came out, the early 2000s, I think it would have been, or around 2000. When this stuff came out, you know, going from like a Super Nintendo and a Mega Drive, right? This was the next jump. The leap was ginormous, right? Now, hear me out over here. Now, when we look at the current generation of stuff, right? When we look at right, so let's just go generations. I kind of started the Atari 2, let's go Atari 2600, whatever bit that was, right? So we had the Atari 2600 and the early Atari 800 stuff, the VIC-20, maybe the Commodore 64. So we had like all this stuff here. And then when the next evolution came, let's just say, at least this is my personal evolution of stuff, right? So we had like stuff on the Atari 2600. Then we got stuff like the NES and the Sega Master System. It was a massive jump. It was big. When you had a look at it, it was like, wow. It was like you're playing your game, someone come and slapped you in the face, stuck talcum powder on you, and all of a sudden you're in another dimension playing like the next leg up. So that generational jump was big. But you know what was huge? The jump from 8 to 16-bit. That jump going from NES to SNES, from Master System to Mega Drive, the difference in graphics, the scaling, Mode 7, you saw Super Mario World, you saw Zelda, F-Zero, Mario Kart, you'd seen nothing like it. The jump was so big, it was amazing, right? And what was really cool back then is when you went to the arcade, if you had games that were in the arcade, they were always better in the arcade. They were always better in the arcade. So even though you had the Super Nintendo at home and you had this big jump over we had this big jump over, like for example, from going from NES to SNES, a big jump over the system. You still had better games in the arcade, so it was a big jump, right? It was a big jump. Seeing that it was amazing, guys. Like, I remember seeing SNES. One of the first games that I saw in it was Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario World, Contra. Naturally, when Street Fighter came out, it was amazing, right? And then yes, don't forget, you had the Neo Geo, man. The Neo Geo was around it, and the Neo Geo was amazing. I remember seeing Samurai Showdown on it and seeing the zoom in and zoom out. I was like, wow, you know, like it was wow. It was a wow moment for gaming. But what was really big was the jump from 16-bit to 32-bit. Now, I'm talking more the PlayStation here than the actual than the Sega Saturn, for example, or even the Nintendo 64, which was, okay, we're getting up to 64, but that 3264 was kind of like one generation. It was the same generation, right? So it was nice. Let me have a look at some game, because this may not have an attract mode. I'm not exactly sure. We'll give it a few more seconds. But the jump from going from a Super Nintendo and then going over to a PlayStation, wow. It felt like, you know, the tech that you had in the arcade, it looked like you had similar stuff at home now. And when the PlayStation came out, the arcades were still a thing. They were still popular. PlayStation 2 is the era where arcades really started like dying out, right? They really started dying out. But yeah, it was big. Seeing stuff like Resident Evil, but the reason I've gone onto this big long rant is because of looking at the intro for Gran Turismo, watching the replays, seeing all the roads, all the cars, everything about it just looked freaking amazing. It just looked nuts. You'd never seen anything like it. And it was amazing having this stuff at home. And then slowly but surely, like my friends that we used to go to the arcade, we used to meet up on the weekend after school. We used to go to the arcade. Guess what? We started hanging around and playing the bloody PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. And that is where we started seeing the decline of the arcade. You know, we were the decline of the arcade when this tech started coming out. By the time PlayStation 2 was out, Dreamcast was out, you were pretty much playing arcade games at home. So it kind of killed the arcade. And that kind of sucks, because I always wish the arcade was ahead of what was available at home. But now you just have that at home, man. You have it at home. What do we have here? Right, Crash Bandicoot. Okay, so I've got... Let's... I'm never a fan of Crash Bandicoot, by the way. It wasn't really my game, Crash Bandicoot. Warped. Is that the normal? That's the normal Crash Bandicoot. Right, interesting stuff. Right, good stuff. Let's run with this. So guys, this is available on Twitch as well. I am running ultra low latency, so they should be quite on par. And you know, if you're watching this and you're especially like, it's 6:30 in London, UK, and well, congratulations to you guys, because, you know, there was a time we were partying, going out. I mean, I remember a time where I used to go out Saturday, and when I got home Sunday and woke up Sunday afternoon, I had no idea where I was or what I did, you know. Those are 1932, so that is your Central European time, Takumi. No worries, and this is what we're doing on a Saturday night. And I feel like it really defines us, right? You know, when we were younger, we were out about. I mean, I remember like Saturday without fail was going out clubbing night, without anything else at all. It was always that clubbing night, no matter what. Usually it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in a lot of cases, but if those days were missed, it was always Saturday. Now we're here. I do a stream Saturday night. You guys are watching it, and this is what we're kind of doing now. Oh, I'm Dutch. There's a small C in between. Oh, absolutely, man. And by the way, Anime Otaku is Dutch as well. So Anime, you have a fellow Dutchman in the house. So this was just this. I never got into this at the time. I can see why they're good games. Maybe I was supposed to jump on that or something. I can see why people like them, because there's a whole generation. I remember at work I had like this access control company come around, and normally when you start talking computers and gaming and stuff, you know, this guy was talking about, I think like recently-ish, or like within the last couple of years, there was a Crash Bandicoot compilation that came out. The guy was proper excited about it, the way I would have been about maybe a Mario compilation coming out if I didn't know anything about emulation, because a lot of people don't know stuff about emulation. You know, maybe they've heard of it, but they've never tried it. They think it's very, very difficult to do. They don't do it. So when he found out that a Crash Bandicoot compilation was coming out, like the excitement this guy had, it was like his childhood. But the guy was like probably 10, 15 years younger than me, so it kind of made sense, right, what he had. But this is a guy that had like a PlayStation 5 Pro. Okay, do I need to hit something to get that bridge? I'm gonna go there. Okay, I'm gonna run another game. What else have we got here? X-Men Mutant Academy 2. Right, okay, do I have that? No, man, where's go? Okay, it shows the multi-disc folders. Mutant Academy 2. Glad I've got all these games here, man. I don't have the full set because I still use an SD card for my MiSTer. I know he's Dutch. We've been talking a bit for a while. Yes, thanks, Takumi. Sorry, man. I'm so bad with names and everything else. Like, I forget a lot of stuff. I've actually got my wife's name written on my hand, not a tattoo. I just write it fresh every day, so I do remember it. And if you like the funny comments like that, press that like button, guys. Help out the channel. Help these videos get out there and let more people know about MiSTer, because the more people that know about MiSTer means the more people that get into it, and for the greater good, we get more people that get interested in development. It's always getting nice new developers arriving on the scene. We've had people like Solaris Retro Gaming, who's brought us Toki for the MiSTer NANO Pocket. They're still working on new stuff. They're working on making Toki more accurate. That's an arcade game. As well as that, we've got Madoc, is it? The Japanese developer that recently released Star Force as an arcade core. So it's nice to get more and more people coming over. Hopefully more people get into FPGA gaming. It's freaking amazing. I should have Greatest Gaiden, Shadow Batch. Now, I can't always guarantee the games that I have, but what happens is, you know how I work, you know the games that I like, and when I'm selecting games, I'm always selecting, like, my bias will always be toward 2D games. If there's 2D games, I'll add them all on there, instead of like lots of 3D games. And the 3D games, like a mixed bag. I've tried to, man, I so fancy Psylocke. Wife, if you're watching, past tense, I used to fancy her, I don't now. Right, has anyone ever, like, when you bought comics and that, and you saw like the X-Men and that, I remember Psylocke was so freaking hot, man. I was just like, wow. I mean, as a kid, before becoming a man, I'm talking like single digits. And obviously, I've always liked women my whole life. That's the way that I go. Happily married, love my wife, still beautiful. My wife is also 7 years younger than me, so that obviously helps as well. But yeah, even before, like, I used to fancy like cartoon characters, man. Am I weird here? I don't fancy cartoon characters anymore at all, right? It's not really my thing. But I remember as a kid, like, I had a certain fascination towards cartoon characters, and I was like, wow. And I remember Psylocke in the comics, man. I was just like, wow, like amazing. Actually, I was probably a teenager then, thinking about it, buying the comics. Who remembers Jim Lee, man, and the X-Men comics? Right, who are we gonna be? Let's who are we gonna be? Oh, okay. I don't even know who it is. Right, okay. All right. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be boring. I'm gonna go Wolverine here, man. I'm not exactly sure what else. Right, okay. Oh, this is, dude, how come I've never heard of this, right? I'm taking a bet now that Anime Otaku, this game is probably rubbish, because I haven't exactly heard of this, and it's a fighting game. So, mind you, I did take a break. When the PlayStation was out, I remember I think even before we got a PlayStation, there was people talking like the club Ministry of Sound had PlayStations there. And we kind of wanted to play it. Right, okay. Let's see what I'm okay. 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 Let's just mash buttons now. No idea what I'm doing. Let's put a barrage. Okay, he just shot the crap out of me. You think it's pretty good? I don't know. What feeling? Doesn't, maybe if I had to, I'd have to play someone else at it, see if I can figure stuff out, but not really my jam, to be honest. Oh, I've done a counter there, nice. Oh, okay, grab is like the modern games. Light punch and light kick. Okay, we won that round. Please not Pepsi Man. Wicked, wicked. Vagrant Story, the game about the homeless guy. You're doing a lot of requests there, so I'll randomly pick some of your ones there, dudes. Maybe not all of them, but yeah, whichever ones I see on screen, no worries. We'll go for that. Anyone else in chat, guys? If yeah, give us your requests. We'll try and, if I've got them here, we'll try and run with them, guys. Okay, rinse and repeat if it works. Oh, just done a juggle there. Okay, we lost that one. Sorry, guys. I just give some. Yeah, no worries, man. Absolutely fantastic. Love it. Keep it coming, man. I wish if more people were as forward thinking as you, Takumi. Oh, okay. Sorry, something just caught my eye. Xavier's 3D G Plus. What the heck is that? I have to try that, because Xavier's is a game that I did play on my Commodore 64, and it was something that I enjoyed playing. But yeah, let's see what this is in 3D. So, oh, Xavier's was Namco, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's press start button. Okay, so, oh, it's got the original Xavier's, Super Xavier's, memory card, hey, Xavier's Arrange. Well, let's go with this one, Xavier's 3DG. Don't know what that is, but let's go in there. Let's see what this Symphony of the Night. Yeah, no worries, man. We can definitely run with that. I wonder if I've got Symphony of Maria on here, so we can go through and play as Maria Renard. I feel like I might need to give my PlayStation folder a little cleanup. Okay, that kind of feels all right. At least the auto fire is decent. By the way, the auto fire, if you spam it, you can fire faster. Oof. I can't believe that, man. I crashed into the floor. Wow, okay. This is kind of interesting. So if you were actually a Xavier's fan, like I had Xavier's on the C64 and I liked it. In fact, when I started secondary school, which I think for you guys in the USA is known as middle school, you know, the one where you go from 11 to 16. And one of my best friends, a guy called Chris, I think the first game I either borrowed from him or let him borrow was Xavier's on the C64 for a game, so we exchanged stuff. I still remember Batman the movie on the C64 was fantastic. I remember it was £9 from a shop called Micros on Stroud Green Road. Okay, that was pretty cool actually. Having a look at that. Right, let's go Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So let me have a look at what hacks we have actually got here for CV. Sorry, I would have passed it. CV. So okay, so that's the quality hack. That's Maria mod. Okay, that's, ooh, I wonder if I've got the save file saved on here, because you may need the save file in order to run it. Rondo of the Night. I'd speak to the developer that they're working on a really good project. Castle Symphony. Okay, I've got a quality hack here twice. Probably have. I need to arrange my stuff better. Right. Okay, let's go with the quality one. And right, so the reason, right, Power Rapper is going to be a no-no because rhythm action games tend to flag up for copyright, so I try and avoid those. But Yeah, so the quality, there's quality, it's called like the fair and quality, but if you just search for Castlevania Symphony of the Night quality hack, then what this does is this has got better balancing. Like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it's the great game, it's one of my favorite games of all time, it's one of the greatest games I have ever played, but it is difficult, and the enemy scaling is brutal in this. Sometimes you get to an enemy that is just so tough. So in this one, it kind of adds a little bit more balance to it. You don't get knocked back as much. So there are some significant improvements in this version. Oh, okay, I've got a complete file on here then. So let's just go a new one here. Let's go with the name my friends call me, which is ZZEE. Oh, Oddsworld, that was a good game, man. Which was the first one? Was it Abe's Odyssey or Abe's Exodus? I think it was Abe's Odyssey, man. I really liked that game. It felt like getting a modern Lost Vikings. But hold that thought, guys. Going to take a sip of my drink, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I haven't seen this intro for a long time, but this intro is really, really cool, and it's nice. It's nicely upscaled. I have to say, Robert's core with the upscaling does look really, really good. I mean, nothing beats the CRT for this stuff, and Symphony of the Night is one of those games that looks really good on a CRT. But yeah, this game is superb. So guys, if you are watching this, we've got 26 people watching, we've got 8 likes on this video. Pressing that like button really does help out. It helps out with the channel. I think if you've got a hype option, I don't fully understand the hype stuff yet, but I know it kind of works. Yo, Ori the Retro Gamer in the house. How you doing there, buddy, man? Just down the road. When are we getting to Free Play City, man? That's 3/4, man. That move it's difficult to get every time. Hopefully, let me put the sound up a bit as well, because they've got a brilliant soundtrack. Let's play this a little bit right.
Die, monster.
Here you go, and you can skip this in this one. Oh, okay, I thought I had the holy water, never mind. Oops, no, need to hit his head. Sorry, my bad, guys. Kind of like doing this part of the holy water, make it rain a few times, and that just kind of kills him. You can kill him really easily with that. So you need to pay attention to what power ups with him, man. Okay. Richter. Guys, if you've not played this game, like, play this game. This is the best Metroidvania ever. I like some of the Metroid ones as well. Metroid Dread is fantastic. The two on the Game Boy Advance are great, but nothing comes close to this, man. Well, apart from maybe other Castlevanias like Aria of Sorrow, Dawn of Sorrow, but this one's superb. By the way, guys, you cannot lose this battle at the beginning. I've seen my mates. I finally can just click that. How to miss his after 4 years. Wicked, wicked, nice one. Do you have 70s robot anime Jeppy X? Now, I'm not sure about Jeppy X. Let's skip this. I can't remember if you could skip that part in the original. So anyone that wants to get into Castlevania Symphony of the Night for the first time, look out for the quality. It's called the Quality and Something hack. It's really good, guys. This is so freaking epic, man. This beginning part here. Look at the trees. Look at the way he just runs in there, guys. Like, Alucard is just such a darn cool character, man. I know you can pick other ones on here. Okay, so the quality hacker's got this part at the beginning where you've got a save room straight away. Let's give it a little save, shall we? So one thing I'm looking forward to when we get a MiSTer handheld is I'm looking forward to playing this 100% on handheld. It's how I really like playing this game. But for the whole part, I do like the software emulation as well. Okay, so it's really weird here. This one here, these things are a little bit tougher. So even this quality hack improves a lot of stuff. Like at the beginning where you're really OP, it doesn't feel like you're as OP, because I'm sure in the normal game, those little wolf things, whatever they're called, are like they're like 2 hits, not 3. So if you play this game on a controller that has bad diagonals, when you want to do a crouching attack, you do a crouching down attack. So even though not as bad as Contra, but you know, you want the clean movements in this game. What a soundtrack. Yeah, hopefully the sound is pumping. Oh yeah, look, they've changed stuff in here. I don't know what. Is this the quality hack? Yeah, there's a lot of changes in here. Look, I can't remember which one it is I've played. I can't remember. Yeah, I've got a few hacks on here. I thought the quality one didn't change any of the map. Oh, this might be the new one where they've changed the map. They've changed a lot of stuff in here. Sorry, it might be playing the wrong ROM hack than what I was thinking. This might be the one where a lot of the stuff has changed in here, like castle layout. So if you know the game well, then you can play this one because everything's all muddled up. Oh, okay, Turkey's still there. This is the biggest robbery scene in video gaming ever. You have the collection of Symphony of the Night on PS4. Only downside is that it has different voices. I don't mind the different voices. I know some people like all the original stuff there. No problem. Good on you guys. But I'm alright with the newer voices. No problem. No problems here from me. I'm jiggy with it if that's the case, you know. No issues whatsoever. Right, okay, Twitch definitely isn't anywhere near as popular for me as YouTube is. I can see the stats, and I've got 24 people watching here, but only 1 person over on Twitch. But hopefully the Twitch side will grow. So yeah, everything's mixed up in this one, guys. Look, there should be a gap there. That should be up there. Everything's changed in this one. Okay, let's run another game. I know Anime said Mega Man X4 is it? Suck at the Mega Man games, but hey, we can run those. Mega Man X4. Okay, so this is an undubbed version 1.3 retranslation. Okay, cool. Not that I knew the original, but hey, we have a retranslation. Guys, thank you for the additional guys that pressed that like button. It does help out, and I'm hoping that this content reaches more people so they can see how awesome it is playing PlayStation on the MiSTer FPGA and think, oh, you know what, I think I'm going to grab one, and whichever one they grab is completely up to them. MiSTer Pi Superstation, MiSTer Multi-System, an original one from a reseller, or whether they're buying an original DE10 Nano. I really hope something happens with a DE25, more so because I bought one. So I want something to come out for it. I just bought one just in case something comes out. Everyone rushes to buy one, and then I'm like 6 months, a year without one because they're all sold out. So I bought one in the hope that MiSTer gets ported over to it and the extra horsepower is used at improving stuff. So watch this space. Like, I do hope, really do hope that the DE25 gets adapted. Another person pressed like. Well, thank you very much. That is truly appreciated. Love these intros, and this is what was big. I always say it when we do like CD based streams, you know, coming from like that 16-bit era where you never had videos like this. Anytime you had a video, it was so compressed and buffery and like blocky that seeing stuff like this was just freaking amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, oh yeah, man. The Mega Man games generally, I can't think of a Mega Man game with bad graphics. All of them have great graphics, absolutely great graphics. Thank you for the additional person that's pressing that like button. Truly super duper appreciated here, guys. Really appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all you guys hanging out on a Saturday night. I'm always trying to think of funny stories to tell you guys, but yeah, I can't always think of them, right? Hopefully this has got attract modes. I really hope it does. Look at that. Just love all those effects. Love the way the title screen kind of came in there and then just did that. Right, let's have a look. So are we going to get an attract mode? Anime, are you there? Is Mega Man X4 going to give us an attract mode? I definitely want to run Pepsi Man. I know Takumi mentioned that. Pepsi Man is a game that's worth checking out because it's the choice of a new generation. Here we go, Zero Rushing Snow Base, and a track mode is going to play this game a lot better than I can play this. Zero, by the way, guys, here's a little bit of trivia. Any fighting game that Zero is in, so we're talking the Marvel vs. Capcom games, if it has Zero in it, Zero is pretty much always top tier from what I remember. So if you're unsure what character to pick and you're in an arcade and you want to beat the guy that's playing there, pick Zero. Naturally, there's a degree of skill. You need to learn some stuff there and everything, but yeah, man, like Zero is always top tier. And I love the way these Mega Man games look. They just look absolutely superb. Just honestly, look at them. Look how good this game looks. Absolutely superb. Just super duper superb. Oh, by the way, Anime, I think I'm going to stick to that power line adapter, you know. It only gives me 50 megabits instead of 500 megabits. And I'll only ever go to Wi-Fi when I need to download something big. With that, I'm just going to leave this wired thing plugged in there now. So that thing about sending me that router, no hurry on that now, dude. I think this will do it. The main thing that your router will bring will be when I'm playing online, like Fightcade and streaming, then that will come in handy. But I don't really do too much of that, so we should be good. Yo, everyone's joining in. We got Scandal in the house. Oh, Scandal, I've been meaning to messaging you. You know, last time you were saying that you're always looking for 3D artists. I've got a friend of mine who I went to school with. His kid's he's got, I think is it Asperger's he's got? He's definitely autistic. Very unsocial, not antisocial, but unsocial. But man, this kid's really good at I think 2D or 3D art. No, 3D art, 3D graphics artist or something. I don't know if there's a way, even if he can volunteer or do something. I just kind of want to get him out there. So I've got to remember to drop you a message with some of that. He's giving me a CV and everything because his dad's like, you're into gaming, you can try and help my son. And I spoke to the son, nice kid. But yeah, just seeing if there's anything I can do, even like voluntarily, just to kind of get him to work on projects and stuff so he can build up his CV, or any advice maybe from yourself here. Don't want to put you on the spot. Obviously, if you can help, if you can't, no issues whatsoever. I have spoken out to some people in the industry and they actually said that, and I spoke to them when the layoffs were happening. So they were like, with the amount of layoffs happening, it's a difficult time, and they actually said, I feel bad for young people. Yo, Radical Bite in the house, how are you doing, man? We're seeing everyone's @ signs over here now. So Radical Pie, what is your username? Because previously we used to see usernames, and I don't know why YouTube is actually showing me like everyone's tag instead of the username. So I want to see if that's something that I can do, but it doesn't look like it's something that I can. Oh, Ryan, it's Ryan, wicked. Ryan, nice one, man. You can see it on the stream, right? That is what I'm seeing even in like the YouTube page. I'm seeing that that it's got their ats on there, and their at isn't going to be the real name. Of course, Ryan is a fellow, super helpful, super nice, participates on the Discord, helps people. Silent. You know what? That's a great choice. I really liked that game when it came out, and I've definitely got that on here because there is no way I do. Ooh, what the hell? I thought I had it on here. Silent Bomber. Where is my Silent Bomber, man? I thought I had it. Where the heck is it? I've embarrassed myself, man. I was going to say I always have Silent Bomber. It's one of the games that I always just add to any PlayStation collection. I remember when PlayStation emulation, when I first got into it, I was like, yep, let's get Silent Bomber. But I've got Silent Hill. Where the heck is Silent Bomber? That kind of sucks. Have I got another folder or something? Oh, man. Oof, okay. Man, that really sucks, man. What's this Capcom generation? It's all different discs. Let's go. Ooh, Blazing Guns. First generation. Chronicles of Arthur. Ooh. Okay, actually, let's go something more. Let's look at the latest one. Is this one any good, anime? Bomberman X. Sorry, not Bomberman, Mega Man X6. Oh, that's a shame. I haven't got Silent Bomber. So, okay, so this is what happened with my collection. Anime Otaku convinced me. He said, look, tidy up your collection a bit. You've got lots of bin and queue files there. You know, get this CHD stuff going and you can get more games on there. You'll save a lot of space. So I did that. And I think Silent Bomber isn't one of the games that I replaced from bin queue to CHD because I really like that game. Arcadey action, the way you lock on. Remember, like you're fired, that had like a light gun kind of thing. Looks really cool. Oh, I've got something here from Scandal. Sure, I can find out. It's been a hectic week too. Do you see Rockstar laid off over 30 devs this week? Wow, for unionizing. Wow, that's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, you know, Scandal, I mean, to be honest, anything that can potentially help this guy, you know, even if he's doing stuff just to collaborating and stuff, because I know with autism, the kind of social anxiety comes with it as well. So you're not as forthcoming, you're not as outgoing as many of the people out there. So I just said to my friend that, look, I'll definitely try. Yeah, and help in any way that I can, and that was it. And I just remember when you mentioned it last time, I was like, note to self, send Scandal a message, and I just never got around to it. But yeah, that's you know, that's all good, man. Nice kid. I was speaking to him. Yeah, so he plays Team Fortress 2. That's his main game. Very passionate about it. My kids actually, what they're doing now, there's an event starting 9 o'clock tonight in Fortnite. That's what they like. So hopefully, give us a nice look at the gameplay. Don't make me play this, please, because I suck at the Mega Man games. They're difficult. Let's have a look. That's disgraceful. You know what, Ryan? It's just everywhere, isn't it? They're just... if I've got Spyro, why not? Yeah, it's terrible, man. Okay, do you know what really sucked? And this really bugged me, right? Microsoft, like, laid off how many? 15,000 people at least? And I just saw things saying that their CEO got, like, he earned 95 million this year. Dude... Honestly, like, I'm not an activist or anything out there. I'm not one of those guys that's nuts and tinfoil hats and all that stuff. I am not that guy. However, when I see stuff like 15,000 people getting made redundant and the guy at the top, the CEO or whatever he is, the chairman, I think it's usually CEOs, isn't it, right? When I see stuff like them actually then going out and earning like 95 million, like it drives me, it makes me think like, what the heck? Like, that just shouldn't be happening. Yo, Spitfire RAF in the house. And oh, that's via the Twitch side. So interesting. Love the chat here. Love the kind of combined chat here on the two platforms. That's interesting because even if you're watching on one platform or the other, because you're seeing the same stream, you're you can see, so you can get involved in the chat in kind of both of them as well. Although technically Take-Two Interactive, it's a Scottish Rockstar North doing the layoffs too, right, man? Everyone's kind of doing that, man, and it really does. It really does suck. Like, look, I get it. Like, sometimes people need to be laid off, but that's usually when companies are in trouble, when companies are thriving, when they go, oh wow, we had record-breaking profits, right? Absolutely nuts. I mean, at my previous job, we used to process a lot of Microsoft Access cards, and one trend that we noticed through Access cards is before the end of the financial year, they're firing hundreds of people in one of the places that we were doing Access cards for. And after the new financial mode year kicks in, they're hiring those people again. So they're doing hiring and refiring. So yeah, just absolutely crazy, man. It's a crazy world that we live in. You know, I've seen businesses that are doing well, but because they've gone to the stock market, they've made promises of, you know, delivering such a percentage of a return, and the only way they can do that is by really crapping on their core force, man, and making things worse for them. Really, really bad, man. Really, really bad. And like just seeing that and seeing like the CEO smiling and thinking, man, like there's people out there that can't pay their mortgages, can't pay their rent. Just really, really bad, really, really bad stuff. This was gross misconduct for being a member of a Discord group unionizing the developers. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Now, I did work, so where I am now, so I've been paying for a union for 13 years. I've never had to use them, but initially when I got them, I had an issue with one of my line managers that had a personal issue with, and he wanted to get rid of me, and it was really, it was a bad time at my work, the only time that I've had that. So I joined a union, and then when they wanted to, anytime they tried anything, I was just like, yeah, just look, speak to my union, don't speak to me on this, speak to my union, speak to my union. I've never had to use it, but my direct debit goes out every month. But I have worked for a company where they specifically said in the contract that if you work for us, we don't recognize unions. You're not allowed to join a union. If you do, we don't recognize it. We don't partake anything in there. But you're signing up for a company that kind of does that. So that was a little bit of a weird one. Do you know, oh, Shadow Boss, right, going back into the gaming stuff now, the rant has stopped. Just recently finished Spyro to 100% in day one. Those OG visuals just hit the spot for me. It's been so many years since I last played these, and I'm happy MiSTer lets you play the OGs. Right, I have to say though, I Spyro, like, look, at the age I was when this stuff came out, this looked like the kiddies games. That wasn't something that I was ever interested in playing. I was like, nah, not for me. But I've got to say that Spyro does look really, really good. It looks really, really good. I feel like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, the two, and I guess maybe Croc, the three main platformers, could you say, mascot-y platformers for the PlayStation 1, potentially. Maybe some of them weren't even exclusive to that system, but I have to say Spyro looks like the best game out of all of them. I've never played it before, never been interested in playing it, but I have to say it kind of looks good. And I've always said, can you name a bad game with a dragon? And I never really considered Spyro. I never would have thought playing it, but just seeing the demo mode on this, it kind of looks all right. It looks like something that we need to play. Yo, SNK Kev in the house. How are you doing, my brother from another mother? Right, let's go SNK Kev, and let's go to Tubal number 1. I did actually have that on there. The reason that I'm kind of interested in Tubal is because it's one of the games that, funny enough, works on the Analog Pocket. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to give you a consolation prize, but we'll give you Tubal number 2, but we give you the English translation. Really, really sorry, my bro. I never grabbed number 1. I just grabbed number 2. Union have their uses. They got us the weekend after all. Okay, they got. Oh, is that okay? Wow. Okay. Yeah, so no, unions definitely have their uses. Like at my current job, look, I'm everything good with it, but all it takes is one wrong event, right? Because look, a business is a business. They're going to protect themselves. I like my employer. I work for a good company. However, you know, if it ever came to a push of something where I've done something, my company will have my back, or individuals within the company. But if it gets to a bit where the business needs to wash their hands with you, it's a business. It's what they are going to do. So sometimes it's important to have that union, because when you have a union, they need to make sure everything is 100% airtight. They can't make a mistake. They can't do stuff. The guy that was trying to sack me, this is going back like 2013. And yeah, when he was trying to sack me, yeah, what happened was, yeah, he messed up something with some paperwork, And then what he tried to do, he tried to say to me, oh, you know, we did something wrong. So do you mind coming in again and going through this thing? And I was like, nah, man, I'm not coming in again. I said, if you want to do it, then I'll bring in my union rep and you can explain exactly what you did wrong and why you want me again. And obviously it kind of died out. But what was really good though, this is really amazing now. I don't know about karma and stuff like this, but what happened was that guy, his appendix or something blew up and all of a sudden he disappeared, and then he got moved over to a different contract. So something obviously happened. I put it down as, you know, karma. He was being a complete arse. And the worst thing was we were actually good friends before that, but I made the decision at that point in my life to go teetotal, to stop doing a lot of dodgy stuff that I used to do. And when I stopped doing that, me and him kind of fell out because he was expecting me to be the same dodgy guy I was, and I was like, nah, like I'm not that guy anymore. Because of circumstances in my life. I had some big stuff happen in my life, and I took a step back and I thought, you know what, I'm not gonna do any of this stuff anymore. And obviously what happens is, let's say you're someone that does do a lot of dodgy stuff and you've got your friends that are dodgy. You know, when you stop doing that dodgy stuff, a lot of your friends will be like, no, they'll try and get you back there, right? There's actually a saying that I've heard, and I believe it's very, very true, that if you've got a friend that's a criminal or bad or does something horrible, he's either going to bring you down to his level or you're going to bring him up to your level. Pixel, you were dodgy. I wouldn't say super dodgy, but there was a lot of stuff that I would do that would be unethical, for example. And there was a lot of stuff that I did, and there was a point in my life where I was like, you know what, I'm changing all of this. Like I'm giving all of this up. I'm not doing that. I remember that's the time I went teetotal, gave up every substance under the sun, gave up smoking, everything there. And that's what happens if you have company that you if you stick around with, if you change from that company and you hang around with that company. So look, when I gave up like Mary Jane and every chemical under the sun, smoking, I stopped hanging around with a lot of friends that were still indulging in that. And the reason that I did that was because I knew if I'd be around them, then the temptation to start that stuff again would be there, and it would be easier for me to fall back into that kind of circle. Yeah, man, I thought it would be easier to fall, but I had look, I don't want to say it on stream, but what happened was I had a major tragedy in my life, like something that kind of messed me up for like good 6 months, then even like a year before I kind of came back to normal. You know, it devastated my wife, this tragedy and everything, and that's when I decided to kind of take a change. And yeah, it just happened, and that's what happened. So for anyone out there, right, if you like, for example, if you drink a lot and you go out, you drink on the weekend and you go crazy and all that stuff, people do it. We did it when we were younger. But if you want to get out of that, the only way you're going to get out of that is by stop mixing with the company that do this stuff. You know, you can't, if you're out there and you're smashing it out every weekend, you can't hang around with those friends and not smash it out. You might think, oh, I'm going to go teetotal, I'll hang around, I'll enjoy the company. Eventually you fall back into it. So you need to change around a lot of that stuff. I'm joke, bro. No judgment. No, all good, man. No judgment at all, man. This is the whole point of these streams. They're just really, really cool. I went from alcohol addiction to FP. Yeah, you know what? And that's what's happened with me as well. I went from all the substance stuff and I just went into like the gaming again, and people were really, really surprised that I went into gaming like hardcore again when I stopped DJing, when I stopped doing all of that stuff there. Let's put a Tom Clancy game. Let's see if that gives us something there, because they were kind of fun when they came out. So honestly, advice to you. So anyone out there that, like, look, giving up smoking was very, very difficult. It was one of the most difficult things that I did. I relapsed on that, like after giving up for a few weeks. I was like, no, I'm going to smoke cigars. It's not really smoking. I tried e-cigarettes. They were first around. But essentially, I realized to myself that I'm stronger than this. I just have to do it myself. People always say, oh, you know what? I gave up smoking, but I was stressed out, right? I was stressed out, so I started smoking again. Dude, yeah, guys get stressed out all the time. It happens. Yeah, you need to deal with it. You can't be like, I got stressed out, so I went to smoke a cigarette. Then you've got people. I remember one friend that I had, you're a better person, but yeah, you know what? I feel better for it. I just got into the gaming, the family life's better. I used to have one friend, I remember him, right? And he used to come around all the time and he used to be like, oh man, I've had a terrible day at work. Oh man, I really need a drink. I really need a drink. And I realized that every day he says he has a terrible day, and that's his escape. That's just what he wants to do. No day was a good day for him at work. I know someone said Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Let's start with one. So that was always there. But yeah, if you, when it comes to smoking, you just need to do it, man. You need to do it. You know, there's people that blame like, oh, I can't change who I am. These are my manners. I can't change them. Yada, yada, yada. You know what? You can. You actively need to want to do it. I read a book on manners, funnily enough, and it was really good. It actually said that a lot of people go and they say that they can't change who they are. They like swearing. They like doing all of that. I mean, I've sworn recently a little bit at work, but again, that's the company I've got at my new job. They swear a lot, so I've ended up swearing. But honestly, I'd say there was a period of a decade where I never once used a swear word. Never. No effing, no blinding. Kept the clean language. And this book said that, look, if you want to improve yourself, your manners, your etiquette, then you actively want to do it, because naturally you might react a certain way. Oh, let's press this here because copyright strikes or not. Copyright stuck with the soundtrack and whatnot. So and what you do is essentially when you stop yourself from lashing out or doing certain things, you kind of get used to it. It just happens, right? And then as you do something again and again, it just you get used to it a little bit more. Okay, so we're just going to be Tony Hawk, man. What's Scandal saying? I smoke in between my cigarette breaks so I can smoke a second with my ear hole if there's someone to impress. Yeah, I mean, look, no judgment. There's lots of people that smoke, but I was having a debate with a guy at work and he was like, no, you can't give up. You can't do it with willpower alone. I was like, dude, I smoked from the age of 16 to like, I don't know, the age of 35 or something. I said like from the age of 16 and up until the age of 25 or 26, I smoked MJ every day. I was with MJ every day. And you know what? I used to go to sleep with an MJ in my ashtray and I used to wake up with it. I was crazy on that stuff. Then at the age of 26, when I think 25 or 26, when I got my own game shop, actually I might have been 24. So it might have been 8 years that I did this. By the way, guys, I'm dreadful at this game. I kind of just limited it to after work, and you know, I couldn't be MJ'd all the time. But yeah, in the end, when I wanted to give up, it is willpower. And guys, it is difficult. It is not easy. But if you really want to do it, you know, one of the things I used to hate about smoking was when I used to pick up my kids, man, like my hands would stink, you know, and you don't smell it as much when you smoke. But man, now that I've given up smoking, when people smoke a cigarette, man, they stink when they come in. There's some people that don't always fully stink, but there's some people that have like a black coffee and a cigarette and they'll come into a meeting and I'll be like, go chew a mint or something, man. I can smell you from across here. But I don't say that at meetings because I've been told by my higher ups that sometimes I'm a little bit too blunt. I can do it with a little bit of finesse, but you know, I don't know what to do. Sometimes I put my hand in front of my nose and, you know, I don't want to breathe in that nasty coffee and cigarette breath. I drink coffee as well, but I'm aware of me having bad breath. I think most people can be aware of have all Twisted Metal 4. That's the latest one in the series. Let's run that. I didn't realize they went that high. Let's have a look at this. Glad I stopped smoking. Agree. Smoke €20 per day for it. Wow, okay. Yeah, man. And how much are cigarettes now? Like, I speak to people and they tell me that cigarettes are freaking expensive, man. I think they're like 14, 15 pounds for like a 20 box, maybe even like they're approaching like £1 a cigarette for the premium brands. It is absolutely crazy how much you pay. I'm really glad. Look, I gave up like all of that stuff, man. I think I need to give up kebabs next, man. I have too many of them, man. What did I have today? I had fish and chips because my mum eats them. So the kids got like chicken burgers and fries and quarter pounders and fries. So I went to a different shop. I went to a fish and chip shop, got a large cod and chips. They give you a lot of chips, man. I've still got some of the container downstairs. That's me and my mum eating. And obviously with her dementia, I wanted to eat well. So I'm trying to force her the way you force, not force her, but I'm sitting with her and encouraging her to eat a fish. And I'm telling her, eat your fish first and you can eat as many chips as you want after, you know. But yeah, I was quite happy with what she ate in the end, you know. That was pretty cool. I might get a text from my wife saying I need to go and brush her teeth for bedtime at the moment. Oh, okay, yeah, not much change, but I'm gonna see if she can do it for me, and I'll tell her that I'll love her forever. Let me check my phone. No WhatsApp, so we're looking good. Scandal, not much change. Yeah, so the portion I bought today, I bought a large portion of cod and chips. I think the small portion is like $13.50 or $12.50. The large one is $14.50. Really nice lady where I am, really nice, really humble. You know, she fries it, and I needed to take my mum out for a bit of exercise to get her a walk, so I took her to the shop. I let her sit down with the cod and chips lady with one of my kids, and with the other kid I went to the other place to get the quarter pounders and the chicken burgers, because that's what they wanted. But I am a big fan of fish and chips. But you know, Scandal, before COVID, right, that same fish and chip shop, it was $5.50 for a regular fish and chips, and it was like $6.50 or £7 for like a large portion. It's doubled in bloody price, man. It is double the price. It's crazy. Best kebab on Stokey High Street, world famous now. Which one's that are you talking about? Which one is that? Oh, Best Kebab. Sorry, it's called Best Kebab. Yeah, that's the one where the guy gives you a bottle of Lucozade, right, as for free when you order a meal or something. But yeah, that one's good. I'm not around there that often, but the Turkish guy I used to work with, his family used to go there, like if not every Sunday, like every other Sunday they used to go there. And yeah, so he used to be eating it when we used to do night shift or on there. Well, when I bought, yes, so okay, when I started, 10 Benson was sent me, guess what, guess how much they were when I started smoking. And that's what we smoked. So you smoked Benson as well. That's what everyone was on, that gold box Benson and Hedges. When we grew up, everyone, like when I say everyone, like I'd say like 90%, 95% of the kids in school were smoking Benson and Hedges, right? And when I smoked, they used to be 89p for 10. Now, like they've 10x'd in price. Okay. I was playing on the analog stick, just realizing the analog stick doesn't actually do anything. Right, okay, interesting. So these were fun. I didn't realize they went up until number 4 on the PlayStation 1. So they must have been popular to go that high. Am I actually fighting anyone, or is this? Oh, there's someone there. Ah, okay, nice that the shoulder buttons are to attack as well. Wow, this is a fast moving game, man. Oof. Wow, that moves fast. But yeah, smoking's gone up a lot, man. It is expensive. I just realized one thing. I'm really hoping I've got the loaded game. Please, Pixel, have loaded. No, I don't have loaded. What the heck is wrong with me, man? Loaded is one of those games that... Oh, okay, loaded is one of those games that... Lattice, what the hell is this? I'm going to play this random game. I don't know what this is. Yeah, Loaded is one of those games that when the PlayStation was first coming out, I was like, wow, that looks amazing. Oh, I like susuk. That's the Turkish sausage, right? I like that now. But in London, we've got really good kebabs, man. Really good kebabs. Yo, what's Ken making is in the house, man. Put on your live stream while tinkering in the workshop. Didn't expect to get some life lessons along the way. Good advice, huh? Do you know what? That's the thing. What's Ken making? Whenever I'm doing these live streams, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, no idea what's going to come out of the mouth. We just run with it and go with the flow. By the way, guys, Ken has made a wicked video, a wicked new MiSTer, a Deca Mini, if I'm not mistaken. Aleem Tayyab, if you can get a link to Ken's latest video and post it in there, that'll be freaking amazing, man. Oh, by the way, Ken, if you're still listening, Aleem Tayyab has a QM Tech MiSTer, or a QM Tech DE10 Nano with the onboard SD RAM, and he's very much so interested in making a handheld MiSTer. So I'm going to ask him to reach out to you. Obviously, if you've got some time, if you've got any pointers you can give his way, because he's getting the SuperStation 1, so he wants to turn one of them into a handheld. And also, Ken, I did mention your every time I do a video and it's anything MiSTer related, I always put it in a weekly news video. So I did ping you in there. So yeah, hopefully you got that ping. But yeah, absolutely love your stuff, man. Keep it up. So freaking super talented. Guys, check out Ken's channel. Freaking amazing. Guy just does amazing projects. Anime, if you're still there, please post a link to Ken's video so people in chat can check that out. And he also said reach out to him over on Discord. So yeah, maybe ping him on a server and drop him a DM. Super good. No, absolutely, Ken, man. Just keep up the great work. When I get a bit of time, I'm gonna do a TLDR of your video over on Metal Game Solid, just to have it there, because I like having, even though the focus is like retro stuff and in general, like I really like having everything MiSTer related on there, and just having your project on there there is just a good way of obviously documenting it as well, and obviously getting people hopefully to discover your video as well. But yeah, absolutely awesome, absolutely love you, keep working, keep it real, man, absolutely fantastic. Yo, Chris's Retro Gaming is here as well, man. Everyone is turning up, wicked. Don't know what this game is, but this game looks fast. Let's give this a little play. Wow, man, I love this stuff, the way it's all like spinning around and all of that. So if anyone missed it, guys, we were talking about giving up smoking. You can do it with willpower alone. Don't make excuses like I'm stressed out, or, you know, the missus stressed me out, I did this, I did that. You know, suck a lollipop or something, man, but maybe a sugar-free one, not big fat one. You know, you're better off being a sucker than a smoker by sucking on a lollipop. So yeah, wicked, wicked. Good stuff, man. Anime, looking forward to your MiSTer Handheld. Remember, when you make your MiSTer Handheld, make sure you send it to me for testing, and I'll keep it for 10 years. Okay, oh, is this a circle to go forward in this game, right? Okay, you forget that sometimes. I always mention this. When I had my video game store, Metal Gear Solid 2 was the #1 return that we got. Why was it always returned? Because people said it crashes and it can't get past the title screen. It's because the norm to go forward in the UK was the cross button, to go back was triangle usually, and in Japan it was circle to go forward in the menu, and it was, oof, this is nuts. I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, avoiding those maybe. Okay, right, okay. Yes, it was circle to go forward. So people would load up Metal Gear Solid 2, I can jump as well. Interesting. Oh, this game's fast, man. So people would load up Metal Gear Solid, and what would happen is they would keep pressing the cross button, and they would think the game's crashed, and they'd return it. And there was one point where I just had it in the PlayStation on display, and when people would come in, I'd be like, yeah, you need to press the circle button. And a lot of people would feel really, really stupid for it, but believe it or not, like I could not believe how many people would bring back Metal Gear Solid 2. It got to a point where when we sold the game, we started telling people that when you go to play this, make sure you press circle to go to go forward in the game. Absolutely nuts, but hey, it happened. People would bring it back. You know, some people would even drive and bring it back. Ooh, Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2. Now, I have got a Sinden light gun, but I'm definitely not setting it up for this. Yo, we got Super Sega in the house. Don Alejandro himself. Alejandro, what's happening with Super Sega, man? I've not been keeping up, because every time you do a live stream, right? Okay, that I'm kind of thinking Symphony of Night here, but it's not. Every time I watch your video or I watch a live stream, I always see you like half naked, like eating stuff and drinking, and I'm like, where the hell is this Super Sega FPGA? So tell us what the heck is happening with that, because you know, there's different sides of it. There's a side where you're saying you're legit, and there's been different circumstances that have kind of kicked in, and there's the other side where people are saying, look, you're just scamming people of their money. There's all this chargeback stuff. So tell us a little bit about that at this moment in a few weeks. So let us know what's going on with that. Now, I remain neutral on that. I remain neutral. I'm not going to tell people to buy your product, and I'm not going to tell people that you are a scam. You know, I'm remaining very, very neutral on this. If I have any personal opinions, I'll kind of keep them in. But I will say that based on everything that I've seen so far, I didn't put a pre-order on your product, and it's not something that I'm intending on purchasing. But you know, like, let us know what is going on. I'll always say to people, like I say to everyone, whenever you are buying into anything, always do your due diligence. You know, you're always taking a risk with any Kickstarter, any Indiegogo, anything that's crowd-backed, or anything that you are pre-ordering. The risks come with it. Super Sega have definitely been, flagged or highlighted by many as a giant red flag. Super Sega, I don't mind getting you guys on for another interview. You know, if you feel you've got a product that's ready to sell and you've got it on a place where we can buy it and refund it, I'm jiggy with it, man. I lost your email, but the email's on the about section of the channel, buddy. Just go on to the channel you're on now, go on to the About section and you're going to see my email there. Just drop me an email, no problem, man. Absolutely no problem. No worries. We can get another live stream interview going, and just see how that goes. But this time, Alejandro, have someone technical there, please, yeah, because I'll prep up a whole technical. I'll prep up a whole technical bunch of questions, because look, you're in the FPGA gaming space. You are saying you are gonna do the best FPGA product out there that does Sega stuff, including Dreamcast, which to a lot of people is the holy grail of a core. We need answers to technical questions, you know, and I understand you're not the most technical guy out there, but get us the guy that's working on your FPGA. So when we ask questions about how's this, how does this work, I mean, a lot of the questions I'm asking, I don't even know the answers myself, but I got help from a developer friend of mine to specifically go through the questions last time. So get someone on board. I mean, you're welcome to join us, Alejandro, but do get your tech guy on there. The Mini will not be 100% FPGA. Okay, so if it's not 100% FPGA, what's the difference between that and getting yourself like a Raspberry Pi or something? Is it going to be at all FPGA, or is it going to be some of it FPGA, some of it not? I mean, I'm quite happy. I know Video Game Esoterica has said to you that he will actually pay. He's offered you like $1,000 or something for it to send him a prototype. I'm quite happy to receive a prototype and then send it back to you. However, I haven't got a lot of disposable cash, so I can't offer to pay you $1,000. But you're only in Spain. We're not that far away. If you want to send me a prototype, I can check it. I can get it verified, and I can share anything on the channel. But that'll be interesting. Super Sega, the target now is a retail price to be on ballpark. It will be manufactured by an Asian company. Okay, well, you know what? All the best to you, buddy. If you can redeem your name and bring a product to the masses out there, then cool. You know, all the best to you, buddy. I know a lot of people that I've spoken to personally, they had to get chargebacks done and everything. Yo, Prime, how you doing there, buddy? Prime 111X. Really weird getting the handles here, but it's nice when someone's got a handle like a Super Sega FPGA, because you know exactly who they are. Or Chris's Retro Gaming, Radical Byte, who's my buddy Ryan, right? That's Ryan. Was it Ryan or was that Michael? I can't. There you go. It's so terrible with the handles. I forget who it is unless the handle is exactly like their name. So there you go, guys. Press shoot to select. Okay, we don't have a gun, and okay, cool. Let's try and play this on here. Let's go Lethal Enforcers 1, and we're playing this with a D-pad. Yeah, Ryan, that's it. Sorry, I know we've got Michael in here as well. Oh no, Michael is Flex at something Flex. So we've got, I love that. Look at that gun for Lethal Enforcers, man. It feels like Dirty Harry's just stuck his hand into the screen and he's bloody pointing the damn thing at us, man. Absolutely amazing. Right, let's check this out. So this Chris's Retro Gaming Terminator, dude. Is this a game that can actually work with the Sinden light gun as well? I haven't actually asked or anything here. Let's go level 1. Love this game. I thought this game was janky, and I think when I put this as a janky game, I want as an FPGA core. Video Game Esoterica was like, how dare you call it janky? I remember it being janky when it came out in the arcade, but honestly, when I played it again, I was like, all right, I really like this game. Oh no, I think I did play this with the Sinden light gun. I don't know what version. It might have been the Mega Drive version that I played. Oh, this is tough on a D-pad, man. See that guy? Oh man. There's a guy here that looks like Sledgehammer. Anyone remember Sledgehammer? We used to take a shower with his gun. Sledgehammer. What a bloody thing. Here, it should work. Oh, wicked, man. I'll have to do a Sinden one again. I need to do it, man. I need to do another Sinden video. Like, the guy was really kind enough to send me like a promo Sinden light gun, and that was off the back of Terminator 2K2 because he got the Saturn core working with it, and he kind of done the introduction. So the guy sent me out one, but I've done a few videos. I've done a tutorial that Chris done and I put on the channel, but I need to do a few more videos for that because I do like the light gun. I think it's a great product. I use it more with the PC than the MiSTer though. That's just being completely honest. I prefer using the Sinden light gun with my PC. Because the PC just has a lot more games on there, man. It has like this new Star Wars TIE Fighter game. It has like all these other games that were on like the Sega Dreamcast hardware that were in the arcade. Confidential Mission. There's like one set in ancient Egypt. Really good. It is fun playing it with the MiSTer, but when it comes to a light gun, I definitely prefer playing it on the PC. But whenever I get something as a promo or as a gift, I feel like, especially if it's a good product, I want the person that sent it to me to get really, really good value for it. And that's just because, you know, like sometimes I'll get something, someone will send me a code, and I just want them to feel that if they've sent something to me as a review unit or promo, that they've got their money's worth out of it, right? And I only tend to take stuff that I like, that I know is I'm gonna like or is going to be good, and it's gonna be something that I would buy anyway. I do get a lot of random codes just sent to me, and sometimes I tell them, look, I'm really not into this game and I don't want to put it on the channel, because if I do, I am not going to say anything positive about it. So please forgive me on this. And you know, I'm not going to accept this. But then sometimes I get stuff and it is kind of interesting, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'll give that a thing. Right, okay, key config. I was kind of looking for something to say controls, please. Oh, wicked, it does. Oh, okay, no, maybe I should do that here. Yeah, okay. And see, this is the best way to do buttons, you know, just press the button on there. I hate where you have to move it left and right and flick through the stuff. So this was interesting when this came out on the PlayStation, because this came out for the Dreamcast as well. And what happened was the PlayStation wasn't powerful enough to do a tag midway through. So partner heroes, okay, was it a 1 versus 1 on here? No, you picked another one, but it was more like King of Fighters, where you would take turns to go through. Now, do you pick a special? Okay, so we would definitely want manual, turbo. Oh, don't you pick? Yeah, I don't think you get an assist hero in this. So this was a very, very kind of like watered down version of it. I remember playing this at the time on the Dreamcast. This was phenomenal, man, absolutely fantastic. Okay, this is interesting. Now, I didn't realize the aspect ratio is a little bit different. So when I ran the PlayStation, the BIOS screen that came up, I'd done it, so I thought it was a little bit wide. I need to kind of correct that 4:3 aspect ratio. I think this game might be true for 4:3. Okay, was it like a zoom in there? This game just doesn't feel. It doesn't feel. That feels nowhere near as good as the DC one. Let's see. So yeah, definitely can't change characters here. The soundtrack for Marvel vs. Capcom game is really good. Really, really good. And can I turn into Evil Ryu? No? Love that. Oh, wow! Strider come and done it here. Let's see if I can do it. No, I haven't got 2 bars, so I can't do a team. Okay, I've got it. Oh, here we go. Nice. Okay, let's see if we can. This not worth playing this. Can I press start? No, you can't press start. Oh, you have to press select. That's one of the things that I liked. Okay, this really is gonna kill my finger. This game was MDK. It stood for Murder, Death, Kill. And again, this was a game that came out for the Dreamcast as well. Oh, Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain. Yeah, that's a great game, man. But you know what? There was a lot of block puzzles in there. It was like block puzzle after block puzzle. Yeah, clear one room, do another block puzzle. Wanted to mention that game too. Which MiSTer are you using, Pixel, just for reference? Okay, so Chris Mullen, anytime I say MiSTer, I'm always using my original DE10 Nano that I purchased from MiSTer, and then I built that with MiSTerFPGA.co.uk parts. The other 2 MiSTers I have is a MiSTer add-ons all-in-one bundle with dual SD RAM. So whenever I do the dual SD RAM, I always put dual SD RAM. And whenever I do a MiSTer Pi, I think every time I put MiSTer Pi in the title, maybe once or twice it may have skipped me. And but generally, I have the one that I've kind of set up, and the wires are so invested in my system. I have got wires everywhere now. I've just got too many gadgets stuck around. So this is an original DE10 Nano single SD RAM that I'm using. So that's what I usually go with, because that's always just set up. It's set up with my PVM. It's set up in my capture card. The other ones I'll have to swap out, and I've got a different space where I put it. Do you know what, Chris Mullen? Get one, man. Get one. If you've got, you know, I don't know where you can get one from quickly. MiSTer Add-ons has not had one in stock for quite a long time. And I feel that's because a lot of people are going towards the cheaper options, you know, whether it's QM-Tech, whether it's a MiSTer Pi, Superstation 1 from Taki, even a MiSTer Multi-System 2 is proving to be cheaper than that. So a lot of this stuff is cheaper. So naturally, if you're a seller of an original, you have to buy the original DE10 Nano, then your parts, then your margin in there. It's a difficult sell because everything. I even recently did a test and testing all the different MiSTers out there, every FPGA device I could get my hands on, someone else could test for me, different emulators, standalone and via RetroArch, and all the different MiSTers, MiSTer Pi, MiSTer QM-Tech on this Nest core that I tested scored exactly the same as an original MiSTer. So it's difficult to it's difficult to kind of tell people, you know, go and spend like £400 on something that you can get for £200 or $500. I mean, I remember at one point, I mean, the dual SD RAM that I've got from MiSTer add-ons, I think that was close to $700 when I got it as part of the sponsorship deal for that year. It was close to $700, like 600 and something dollars. But at the time there wasn't anything around, so you had other sellers as well around Europe selling it. I think Ultimate MiSTer was around the equivalent price in euros or pounds, but MiSTer Pi just come and shook it up. And I definitely feel for people that have been in business for a long time, but ultimately the consumer wants cheap goods. If you can get cheap goods and you're not sacrificing on quality, then that's going to do better overall. So Chris Mullen, man, yeah, just get one. Still not completed the RGB mod on my PVM, so timing. No, do you know what? If you grab a Superstation 1, you won't get it till 2026 though. It will pretty much run on anything, man. It looks like you don't need to get adapters or anything for it. It will just work. There's no good reason to buy an original Triassic dev board over a QM-Tech, yeah, or MiSTer Pi. They exactly. And guys, if Ken's saying here, Ken goes deep when he tests this stuff out. You know, he's gone in, looked at the components, evaluated everything, and he's come to the same conclusion that I have come as a gamer. Remember, my one is looking at the games, playing it, and I even done side-by-side streams where we ran two things simultaneously and they were bloody frame perfect, right? And if anything was out by a frame or two over a 10-minute period, we got the same variables before we got the same variables in original MiSTers. So my original DE10 Nano with a single SD RAM and my one with a dual SD RAM, they had the same variables that we got with the MiSTer Pi, so they all fall within that same range. So it's a difficult sell. The only thing that I can think about maybe buying an original DE10 Nano is if you're really impatient and you're like, no, I want to buy a MiSTer now. So if I pay £400, I can get one to play right now. What the hell? How do I open this door? Do I need to shoot up there? Okay, this is the day where I don't have patience to do. Oh no, they're all firing behind at me. Right, so if you're really, really impatient and you think, oh, you know what, I can get one delivered to me in a couple of days, but I'm going to pay twice the price for it. And sometimes we do that, right? I mean, I don't think have I done it for something big? I've done it something where I'm buying, like for example, like I was buying like a laptop and I wanted it quickly and I paid like $1,400 for it. But if I waited like 2 weeks for it, I could have got it for $1,200. So I have paid above for stuff, and that's one thing of it. But if you can wait, you know, find one of the cheaper ones out there. I know MiSTer Pi's, if I remember correctly, they may come into stock randomly. Let's put another game on here. Medal of Honor. So I have good memories of Medal of Honor, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons to maybe buy it. The MiSTer Multi-System 2 is a solid choice. Richard knows what he's doing. Oh no, absolutely, man. So the thing is, I always say the MiSTer Multi-System 2 is like the ground between an original DE10 Nano MiSTer setup and a MiSTer Pi, because you're paying, I think, is it like 225 plus like taxes on top for the analog version, or is it 240? But then you have to buy a power adapter with that. Now you can buy a universal one. It doesn't take USB Type C. It takes a power barrel, so you can buy it. They recommend buying one from them if you can get it, and that one's like £25. So you kind of need to add that onto it as well. But the thing which will make the MiSTer Multi-System 2 more appealing or more attractive, Ken, is when they're actually in stock. They're going really, really well for all their pre-orders, and they're delivering to customers. I speak to Richard quite frequently as well. But once they become in stock and you can order it and you can get it delivered to you. If you're in the UK, let's say they do it next day delivery or a couple of days. So you order on Monday, you're playing by Wednesday. The rest of the world, they get it within 7 or 5 working days or 1 full week. If it can kind of get into stock, then it'll be a lot more appealing, because then you're thinking to yourself, shall I spend like 250, 270 pounds, whatever it is with taxes, shipping and everything, or shall I order a MiSTer Pi or a SuperStation 1 or a QM Tech, which I might be waiting a long time for. I do have to say though, as far as QM Tech goes, as far as I can tell, you can order them pretty much. They just come into stock on AliExpress. Yeah, let's have a look. Oh, I didn't share this publicly, but I found a not so insufficient hardware bug in the review unit they sent me. I told Richard, and he had it fixed quickly before they did their production runs. That's really, really good. Richard is a very, very competent engineer, you know, to design the board, make what he did. Absolutely fantastic stuff. But yeah, I definitely feel when they come in stock, it'll be a lot better. It's just now, if you're going to pre-order a MiSTer multi-system, I can't remember when you'll get it now. It's definitely not going to be this year if you pre-order it. So then why would you pre-order a multi-system too when you can pre-order something, get it around the same time for a lot cheaper? But once that becomes available, I feel like it will definitely become more and more it will become a better contender for a MiSTer that you can just go and buy. So yeah, hopefully once they're doing the pre-orders, hopefully it's something that they will have in stock regularly, because when they have that in stock regularly, then that will look good. Oh, what's happened here? I've paused the chat on here. Auto scroll pause. What's up with that? How have I paused this auto scroll? I didn't even know I did it. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on with chat on screen. It says still a learning experience for me. Trying to do this right. Okay, how do I? Why? How the heck has that auto scroll paused happen on here? Let's have a look here. No, what's this auto? Okay. Right, guys, this is bugging me now because it says auto scroll is. Let me send the message over here. Hi, why is it? Guys, anyone that uses this multi-chat, does anyone know how to bloody get rid of this auto scroll pause? I didn't bloody pause it. What is going on? No, everything. Okay, right, let's run a little bit of this. So this game here I had for the PlayStation 1, and I didn't really play this too much, but I remember at the time my sister just got first married, and we knew our brother-in-law a little bit before she got married, but we obviously got to know him a lot better once they got married. And he's always been into first-person shooters, but he's never really had like a console or anything. So he used to come around and he used to love Medal of Honor. I don't know if it was this one or the second one, but it was one of them where you had to do a mission where instead of firing a bullet, when you press the fire button, he would actually pull out an ID. And I remember seeing that mission. I remember him playing it, and then yeah, I remember him playing stuff on my Xbox. Yeah, what was it on the Xbox that he used to like Halo? Absolutely loved Halo on there, man. I remember when he got himself an Xbox and he said, yeah, I'm gonna get an Xbox. So I bought him like the Halo bundle or Forza or something. I got him Halo as well, and I bought him Xbox Live for a year. He said he was gonna make his gamer tag. It's gonna be Armchair Warrior, and he's gonna be amazing at Halo and batter everyone. And he went online and he got destroyed, man. I saw him I've never seen anyone get battered so badly on. I think it was Halo 2 that he was playing, because I don't think Halo 1 was online, if I remember correctly anyway. But yeah, he got battered on that. But I remember this game because when he first married my sister, we had the PlayStation, and this is one of the games I had. I think I bought this game for cheap, like it was like £40, and someone offered me like a sealed copy that they obtained from somewhere for like, I can't remember, 10 or 15 pounds, and I bought it and I used to like play that or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad as an FPS, you know, back then when FPS were becoming FPS. Can I shoot the barrel? No? Okay, what that means, I'm gonna load another game, but I need to work out how to bloody get the chat to scroll, man. If not, I'm gonna put on just the YouTube chat, which means messing around with some stuff. Right, Medieval. Let's see. Let's hope Medieval gives us a little bit of an attract mode. And that big message that I can see on screen is how the heck? Where is that? I must have like clicked on something by let me look at the settings I've got on here. No. No. Okay, guys, really trying to. I have no idea how that. See that auto scroll there? Don't know how that's saying pause, but I think it is showing up. I've just got that auto scroll paused thing. That might be a bug. Let me press refresh on it and see what it does. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's kind of sorted it out there. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure what happened there. So obviously auto scroll paused for a bit, but I am learning with this stuff here. It's really interesting because we're going on Twitch. Only one person's watching on Twitch, but it's interesting. This is how I want to do my streams going forward. So Medieval was a very popular game. Okay, you put it on subscriber mode only. Oh no, that's fine. I've usually done that. I've done. I think you need to be subscribed for 1 minute in order to do it, and that's just generally to stop random trolls or bots or anyone coming in. It just means you need to subscribe and you need to wait a minute. So I kind of play about with that as well. That's normal. I think it's this. So what happened, right, guys, is I'm a little bit of a cheapskate. Definitely a cheapskate. So in order, I can subscribe to a service like Restream or StreamYard, but if I want to output at 1080p on multiple platforms, it's around $40 a month. And the prices keep going up for that. So I've tried like the 720p version, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But what then happened was I was looking around and I thought, well, let's see if there's another way of doing it. And then I found a plugin for OBS, which lets you output onto multiple platforms. So I can stream on Twitch, I can stream on YouTube simultaneously. So what it does, it doesn't go via any of their servers. It's actually using my own computer's processing power, and it's using my own bandwidth to output to 2 different platforms. But that plugin, it had a lot of new stuff in there, and that's why some of the streams before weren't doing so well. I had to kind of mess around with it, and I think after today's stream I've kind of sussed it out. But where it said like auto scroll is paused, that was just something that was completely and utterly new to me. Picture of you sussed. Oh, so Chris, you know what it is? The MiSTer's not 4K, and I'm not going to buy an upscale. I'm not really into it that much. So the 4K stuff I'm going to do is going to be maybe like some upscaled emulators. The 4K should be fine, yeah. So what I did when I did that 4K stream before on OBS, even though I was in 4K, there was an option set that said set the so 4K is what I am seeing, but it said canvas it down to what was it? Canvas it down to 1080. So that's what it was doing. So I've changed it to no, canvas should be to the original source, which is 4K. So I will do a 4K stream at some point. But so the reason I got the 4K display was because of potentially the Analog 3D and the Mod Retro M64, just trying those out. And I thought, you know what, if they're coming out in 4K and more future ones come on there, and I was really lucky. I was looking to spend between £300 and £400. Let me run another game, something that might look a little bit. Oh, you know what, we haven't looked at any of the Tekken games. Let's go original Tekken. The OG, right? So what happened was I was speaking to Anime. I was like, okay, let me get a 4K screen. I've got one. It's got 3 milliseconds of display lag. I was like, all right, that's acceptable. I'll go with that. So what happened was I bought this MSI Google screen thing. It's got like a smart TV. It's got Android built in. It's like it advertises a TV and a monitor. And I kind of wanted a TV as well to go with a setup. So what happened was I saw this on Amazon and it was marked up as £189. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really cheap. 27 inches, the exact size that I want for the wall mount that I wanted. I was like, okay, this is good. Anime Otaku had a look at on Amazon in the Netherlands, and it was, oh, okay, we're gonna do Thunder Force for 5, yeah. So Anime Otaku wanted to buy it. He thought, oh, that's a really good price. He looked at it and it was like over $400 on the Dutch Amazon. And he was like, wow, okay, that's expensive. So I saw a good price for it. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get it. But I think Amazon made a mistake, because after I bought it, it went up to £300 in the UK, but they honoured whatever I bought. And you know, when you can select different options at the bottom, like this monitor, 189 was a completely different brand's monitor. And it wasn't the one that I got. So the one I've got, I'm not going to use the TV side of it. I might put Plex on it, but I work so much on my setup, I never want to sit here and play. That's why I never play games on my bloody, 4080 Super. I just end up playing games on the Switch or a handheld PC in bed. But yeah, so I got myself the 4K screen. I'm really happy with it. But it just means now that if I get my hands on something that is 4K, a 4K compatible console, not really like the Switch 2 that can do 4K to some extent, but more like the FPGA side in 4K, I would like to check that out. In 4K, feeling that the Superstation will be, yeah, do you know what, Ken, sorry, I missed some of those when I was trying to get rid of that auto scroll part. So if Superstation delivers on everything that they're saying, I have no reason to disbelieve them, because I do speak to Taki. The MiSTer Pi was bang on, absolutely on par with everything. So I'm just going, historically speaking, the track record is fairly clean. When it comes to delays, well, bloody hell, everything gets delayed, man. That's just the one thing I'm learning. I'm waiting for CPS3 development to begin over every and anything else within FPGA gaming. That is what I really, really want. But we do get delay after delay after delay. So it just happens. So I just always tell myself, hope for the best, forget about everything else. I've forgotten about the game bub, but now that I'm saying I've forgotten about it, obviously I remember it again. But yeah, the game bub, it's in the back of my mind. When it shows up, when it turns up, fantastic. I'll play it, I'll love it. But for now, like, I've just forgotten about it. If it comes February, which I really hope it does, if it gets delayed, it gets delayed. Yo, so Scandal, you know what, Scandal, you kind of made me buy the Retroid Pocket 5, but I hardly use it. Great device. The OLED screen on it is fantastic. However, when I play 2D stuff on it, I do notice some display or input lag. There's definitely lag there for 2D stuff. However, I really do like Dolphin, using Dolphin on it, and I like playing PlayStation games on there. The 3D stuff works really well on it. I like it. Yeah, that plays better than a lot of the 2D stuff on there, at least for me. Is there a way? Have you found a way of negating the lag? Even Run Ahead doesn't seem to work. Something with Android. I just any 2D emulation on Android always feels laggy to me. Okay, I have a 4 Pro, but really use it. I mean, yeah, do you know what? I've got too many gadgets and I don't have enough time to use it. I really hope one day that I can do this stuff, the content creation, the media side, absolutely full time. And then I can, if I'm doing this full time for a living, then I can play stuff. That's the dream, right? But whether that happens or not is another thing. Right, okay, let's run with this. Let me... right, okay. I haven't got a stream. I haven't got a message from my wife. I'm just going to check my phone. I'm going to message my wife and just tell her, babes, can I stream longer? Because she'll have to see to my mum, which if she does, I'm taking her out to a restaurant tomorrow. Actually, I said she can pick. I think she's going to make me drive to one that's an hour away. Let me just see, can I stream longer? And then I always tell her that everyone they really love Mrs. Pixel for how good you are.
In 2106, a weapon made by alien intelligence was discovered orbiting the solar system beyond Pluto. Its name was Vashta.
Okay.
Or Bastille. In 2130.
Right, let's have a look. All right, so I've streamed Mrs. Pixel. Let's see what we get back. So this is Thunder Force 5. Now, there's a lot going on in these games, so I get quite confused with them. Yo, Chris, what's he saying? I was hoping... Yeah, Dialog 3D unfortunately isn't, man. It's gonna be locked down. But look, I can't say for sure, but I think it will have other cores on there, right? Just like some of the other analog consoles do that don't have Open FPGA. But let's see what kind of becomes of it. It'll be interesting because I'm really interested in seeing what the cores are going to be like. Yeah, what the cores are going to be like on the Analog 3D, on the M64, compare that with the MiSTer. I, for the whole part, love the MiSTer FPGA core. For me, that is a complete core because all the games I want to play on it, like Sin and Punishment, Rogue Squadron, yeah, I like them. They play well. I don't want to play stuff like GoldenEye. GoldenEye, the controls do my head in. Like, I just cannot get used to them anymore. We need like proper dual stick controls for them. I know you can play them with 2 controllers. You can set that stuff up like that as well. And again, I don't know why it keeps going auto. I jumped to latest. There we go. Okay, so I don't know why that chat thing is doing that. That auto scroll is posed. I want it to run to that, but hey, never mind. Okay, so let's give this a go. Love 2D stuff. So glad that I've got this on here. Let's just run with this. So I'm expecting like a 2D-ish, 3D-ish kind of graphics going on here. Okay, that's what we want. We want stage 1, 2, and 3, but you can mix the stages up, right? Can you do a late one, right? My wife hasn't text me back. She's bad with her phone though. She's one of the worst people with a phone, but I think she gets like a lot of group calls with like her sisters. The sisters like live in different countries around the world. She's got 2 sisters. All 3 sisters are in 3 different countries. Then actually she's got 2 brothers and they're in different countries. One of them's over here though. The other's somewhere else. So they're like really close, man. Like me and my siblings, we hardly speak. It's straight down to business. It's like, hey, how you doing? Like, what's up? All good, you know, straight to the point. But when it comes to like my wife and her siblings, man, these guys talk for hours, man. I mean, that's how they are. I mean, I was close with my siblings when I was younger, but when we got old, everyone's got their families, everyone's got this stuff, and wow, man, this game looks good. But again, you like playing this on a CRT is really where this is at. It looks good. I love Robert's that clean, that kind of hack that turns 480i games into 480p. I don't know if this is 480p, but a lot of stuff on this core does look really sharp. Especially when you're playing it, when I'm playing it on a modern display, when I'm streaming stuff, it just looks good. Is there another button? Wow, I've got another button there. Look at that fire there, man. So what's the game? Darius is the one where you always get the fishes. Definitely want a shield. Let's go. Oh, someone mentioned Gradius earlier as well. I think we should check that out as well. Oof, a lot of stuff. Well, game over, man. We just got pwned. Not gonna lie, the handheld MiSTer is the best device I own. My analog pocket just collects dust. You know what? I've got like 3 analog pockets, Ken, right? And I'll be honest, like I like playing them. I like playing Game Boy stuff on there. But you know what? Yeah, I don't play them that much. I used to when I first got them, but after going through the Castlevania games again and some of the Zeldas, I do like playing random Game Boy games on there, but I use them more for content now, so it's on there. But yeah, if I had a MiSTer, it would be difficult to go to the analog pocket. The only thing I can see myself using, have I got Gradius? No. I wonder if I've got it under. Oh, let's go to, did I see Gunbird there? Gunbird's interesting. That's a shmup. Yeah, so the only thing I can see going, or is it Gradius Gaiden? Hopefully I got it there. I didn't see it there. So the only thing I can think about using my analog pocket is when I want to do Game Boy stuff. When I want to do Game Boy stuff yeah, so when I want to do Game Boy DMG stuff, especially, I love the visual filter and to get a little bit of a kick there, because I stopped playing my DMG. The DMG is my favorite Game Boy. After that, it's the original design Game Boy Advance. But I kind of stopped using my original Game Boys after getting the analog pocket. But a MiSTer handheld, like that will look nice and ergonomical, will look fantastic. So yeah, a MiSTer handheld that's ergonomic, like a a horizontal kind of build, it will do it. And then I can see myself like slowly analog pocket will become one of those devices that I'll only ever dock and do videos with as opposed to playing. And one of the main reasons I ordered the Game Bub, right? AES and FPGA device, it does Game Boy. Eli is a very talented individual that's put all of this together. But it's that horizontal bloody design. You can play it for a long period of time. The analog pocket, as much as I like it, I love the analog pocket, but that vertical design. If I'm playing like Castlevania for a long period of time, there will come a point where my hands will cramp. I haven't got small hands, I haven't got massive hands either, but yeah, it can like be a little bit uncomfortable in the hand compared to something bigger like say the Steam Deck or even the original Game Boy Advance. The original Game Boy Advance model is one of the best handhelds I've ever played. Brilliant design. Slimming it down was a labor of love. I'm surprised I got it down. Oh yeah, man, absolutely amazing what you did there. The only thing that it's not a major gripe and it's not a major bummer either. The thing that really kind of got me was, if I remember your video correctly, you can't play and charge at the same time. Is that correct, Ken? So in order to, you have to play it on the battery. And if you plug it in to charge, like it resets, so you can't play it while charging. Because even though I will usually play stuff on battery, there is sometimes where I'm really into the game, and if it's running low, I want to plug it in. But mind you, I've never once played my Analog Pocket while it's plugged in to charge. The battery lasts ages on that, so that's never been an issue. But I have done with like the Steam Deck and my Windows PCs. I've plugged those in while playing them. Oh, you can play it and charge, but you can't plug it while it, okay, cool. So if you can, as long as you start it while you're charging it, then you're good. But if you're mid game and you're like, oh man, I'm at this crucial part here, I want to save it, I want to get to a save point, this call doesn't have save states, or I'm not a guy that uses save states, then if you plug it in, you can't do that. I think that was the kind of thing there, because sometimes with like the Windows handhelds or the Steam Deck, I might be playing something and it might be a game with an awkward save point in there. And when we talk about older games like PlayStation, Saturn, Super Nintendo, even some of those games, you need to get to a save point. It won't just save automatically for you. We didn't have a lot of that quality of life stuff that we have now, and I'm used to plugging in the charger. Don't get me wrong, it's not a major deal breaker. It's still the best bloody MiSTer handheld out there. Absolutely fantastic. There's another one that TWMVX or whatever they're called, the guy that done a lot of work on the Saru cartridge. Their one looks good, but I'm not sure if they've kind of released the files for that or if anyone else has made it. But they've done one with 6 buttons. Like a Saturn type of controller, so maybe for fighting games that might be better. But however, my MiSTer, I'd want it to have 4 face buttons because I'm not really going to play fighting games on a handheld. So yeah, for me the 4 buttons one is okay. I've resolved that issue, by the way, but the updated design will be in the model or in the model Q2 or model number 2. Okay, fantastic, man, absolutely amazing. Right, so let's go main game. Let's go a little bit easy. We'll go 4, and again, love the design and stuff for here. Look at that there. You got that little thing down there, little helicopter with a pedal thing, man. Okay, let's be this guy. I've never picked this guy before. I always pick one of the funkier looking characters. My wife still hasn't messaged me back, so I'm wondering if she did what I was supposed to do and is super annoyed at me, but I will win her back. I always do. Cool. So one thing I like about this game is when you move it back, it kind of slows down for a bit, which is quite a cool thing. I've played that. Is it me? The aspect ratio is wrong for this game, right? This is supposed to be a Tate mode game. And it's kind of squashed out. All right, I'm not going to play this for longer. I hate it when we get the wrong aspect ratio. Should have just made it. Whoever made this, just make it kind of thin. Oh, what's happened there? Oh, okay. I thought, wow, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I think the game's frozen. It's not. But that's quite of that kind of stops like the fluidity of the game, right? And we had that on systems, say like the PlayStation, where all of a sudden it will pause for a second to load, and then it will go into something, and you kind of got used to it. But it was annoying. It wasn't stuff that you had like in arcade games, especially. You just want them to move non-stop. I wouldn't mind the bullet stopping there for a second though. That means time for another game. Right, we looked at Gundam Battle. Someone mentioned the proper name of that. Maybe I have got it. Gradius. No, I don't. Or maybe no, I don't. Oh, Goman. Okay, these were cool. Goman English translation. Okay. Are these 2 different games? No, they're not. They're the same game. Let's go with the English version. Fantastic. Future Cop. No worries. If we have Future Cop, we will launch Future Cop in the future. Guys, let me mute my mic a second. I need to take a sip of my drink. My mouth is going dry from all the talking. Okay, I'm back, guys, and we've got a bit of Goldman. Now, one of my favorite games of all time is Legend, the Legend of the Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo, and it was really great actually, like playing that game first, because me and my buddy Chris, we had the Japanese version. We played it, and when it come to like the parts where you go and you speak to people, we had to work stuff out through trial and error, and often we didn't understand a lot of what was going on. We really did not. But it was a cool game to play. So I remember years later, I played the American version, maybe on emulation, Legend of the Mystical Ninja. And that was really cool, guys. Did any of you guys play any games on import that you then later played the translation of? Sun 2 for the PC Engine was one of them. So there were some games that I played in Japanese, and we tried to play like action games, so the text really didn't matter. But there were some tips in there that you would get that obviously you had no idea about. So that was really cool. I'm wondering whether this is going to get flagged for copyright, just for the reason that there's a lot of soundtracks that play in here. I wonder if Fuga Space Shower Limited are going to put in some kind of thing. Muppet Monster Adventure. Now, I have to say, if I was grabbing a games list and putting them on my MiSTer, if I saw that game there, Muppet Monster Adventure, I would have put it on there. So I'm just going with my psychology there. Did I grab it? Did I put it on there? I'm not exactly sure. Let's see if that happens. Oh, by the way, guys, on the Analog Pocket, we got that release, man. I really like that game, Horror Story, also known as Demon World. That's available by the updaters. Something that I played on the MiSTer quite a bit. It's available for PC Engine CD as well, with a really funky soundtrack, man. But looks really cool. Love the way the guys look with their sunglasses and everything on. Just really cool stuff. Annoying thing regarding the SuperStation, the eject button is the menu. You know what? The thing is, the top part doesn't actually have a CD drive, so you don't need that. Oh, what's this? Rampant incidents of sexual harassment. Man, I used to work with this one guy. This guy was like, he just had no respect like for women at all, and he used to say some really like outrageous stuff to the girls, and he was older than them as well. Like he was older than me. I was late 20s then in this place, and this guy was like in his 40s, and it was a place mainly with young people. Even I was old. I think I was like 27 when I worked there, and there was like 19-20-year-olds in there, man. And this guy was a super creep, man. Like a lot of the stuff he used to say was just like it was absolutely nasty, right? Mugen Sensei Velis on PC Engine CD was one I played Japanese first. It's pretty much a by the numbers anime story once you understand what's going on. Yeah, cool. Did you play the translation after then, Scalino? Because that's what's really cool. It's getting these translations and playing them years later and kind of like rediscovering those games. I just want to see if my wife has texted me. Come on, babes. Hope you have. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Guys, got a big shout out to Mrs. Pixel. Oh, wow. She said to me, all right, awesome. Okay. Oh, man. Amazing. Right. Wow. I really hope my rate, mate. I'll drive anywhere for my wife tomorrow now. There was a restaurant which was an hour away. I was contemplating not going there, but I will go there now. So I said to her, look, can I stream for longer? My mum's staying with me tonight and I have to brush her teeth. With dementia, she's incapable of brushing her teeth. So she'll just walk in there with a brush and do it. So I just messaged her, look, do you mind if I stream for a bit longer? And she goes, yeah, of course. She goes, look, I've already put your mum to bed, and my daughter's room is next to my mum's room, and she's up there keeping an eye, because sometimes my mum will randomly burst in here and just be like, oh, you know, where's this, or where are my parents? They're in this house. So really cool, man. Mrs. Pixel is the freaking best, man. So to be honest, guys, I can stream for as long as you guys are watching and enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, press that like button. It really does help out. And if you really like my videos, then subscribe to the channel. But if you don't subscribe to my channel, then subscribe to What's Ken's Making channel, man. Absolutely fantastic. Who's working in the workshop and he's got this on in the background. We'll try and get a random combo going of some kind because now the pressure's off. I was thinking I had to go, but yo, essential nonsense in the house, man. Yeah, man. Do you know what? I'm super lucky, man. My wife puts up with a lot of my stuff, but I have to say, like every month, I don't get a lot of YouTube ad revenue. It's definitely it's equivalent to like 1 day, maybe 2 days worth of my actual job's wages, right? That I get a month. But whenever I get it, I give her at least half every time. I just tell her, look, this is for you. Sometimes I just give her all of it. I just tell her, look, go knock yourself out, get whatever you want as a gift. And that's because, you know, she puts up with a lot of stuff for me, man, and that's that. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, sometimes she's my wife, sometimes she can be annoying, but I can be annoying too. But when it comes down to this stuff, she proper helps out, man. She knows I'm really into it, and I tell her, look, I said, you never know, maybe in the future it will turn into something. You know, it's my hobby. She says to me, I need to get out more and go and visit my friends. And whenever I visit my friends these days, I take my laptop with me and I say, hey man, come do a stream with me. Let's play some games like we're kids again. And for anyone out there that's sent me messages on Discord, I know I've got a few. I will respond to you once I finish the stream. There's some good ones there. I know someone sent me a message about that new Neo Geo game that's coming out. I've got the demo handy. I've actually got it for the Analog Pocket. That's thanks to Terminator 2K2 kind of making the corresponding JSON files. And yeah, I will be looking into that, man. You know what, when it comes to, like, I want to do all FPGA gaming videos, and anything else I really do just like doing streams, man. I much prefer doing streams than doing videos each and every time. You should have a coin button as well. Okay, that's his projectile. Interesting stuff. I want to see if there's a... I can change a weapon. Okay. Oh wow, I'm sure that is not unlimited. Playing it badly here, but this looks really good. Is this the kind of game that I would actually like to play? I'm just trying to work out how to do a sub weapon, but not quite. I was hoping to be able to throw the coins. And I love this, like I feel like this stuff has aged well now. Like this kind of 2D with 3D texture stuff in here. Did you try Outrun AGA? No, Scandal, I haven't yet. I know Rainer K, a buddy of mine, always kind of sends me with stuff, but such a limitation of time, man. Like this time I could be making content, but yeah, I just love live streaming, man. Live streaming is just where it is for me. Love it. Just switch on, play for a bit, do your thumbnail and everything. And now especially that it's on 2 platforms. By the way, absolutely 0 people are watching this over on Twitch. Okay, I don't want to go into the talking part, so let's go to a next game. Let's quickly do Gran Turismo 2. We're going to go to the arcade mode of this. So this was a big game, and anyone that was here earlier, and I was talking about a friend of mine that I went to primary school with, and I didn't go to secondary school with him. I played Gran Turismo, the first one, around his house first, and his mum was fit, man. His mum, I mean, she's not going to be fit anymore. I'm bloody old, so his mum must be really old. But, you know, back when I was like 15, 16, 17 or whatever, you know, at that age where, what is it, the testosterone is high, right? Yeah, his mum must have been like early 30s, man, and everyone just loved her, man. So, well, I know it's mad, but that's what Gran Turismo reminds me of. Also, it's a freaking good game that I used to play and enjoy. So I remember playing Gran Turismo 2 a lot. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely have Ridge Racer Type 4. If I haven't, then I will slap myself on stream, because that is a game everyone deserves to have. But yeah, this one here, man, Gran Turismo, is, yeah, I just remember Ed, this dude's mum, man. She was just so fit, MILF before the days of the MILF. So when I played simulation mode on this, I used to like the Nissan Skyline. Did I pass that one? Nissan, here we go. The Skyline. I'm going to go automatic because that's the kind of... oh yeah, Takumi, man. Everyone loved her. Now, it's not like I still think of her every day, but I always have an association with her whenever I look at Gran Turismo of any kind. It was always like, wow, you know, that dude's mama was hot. So I guess she had that, right? Who was it? There's a lady at my work, man, and like she told me her age and the age of her son, and like the calculations just point out to her being 15 when whoops, oh, I forget simulation. Her being 15 when she gave birth, man. I mean, like she started early. I was like, yeah. You were like young when you had your kid. She was like, yeah, I was very young. I was like, okay, wow. So yeah. So I guess, you know, you have a kid when you're like 16. Then obviously when your kid grows up, all the kid's friends are gonna fancy the mum. I remember like one other kid, his mum was a dinner lady at school, man, and she was fit as well. I mean, Gran Turismo never comes there, man. But yeah, and the thing is, the kid that she had, he was like this little round chubby kid that just didn't look like he came out of that beautiful lady. But yeah, his mum was a dinner lady, but that was part of growing up, right? You know, it's what you had. And here I am just driving absolutely terribly. It looked like I was sticking to 70 miles an hour there, which is the legal fastest limit you can go in the UK. I feel like sometimes you may need to go a little bit faster just to kind of overtake. If you're overtaking someone that's doing like 63, 64, you want to overtake at a decent kind of rate. But hey, I'm not a crazy driver or anything, man. I generally stick to the speed limits. Main reason, two reasons. One, safety. The other thing is if you get caught, you get points on your license. Then all of a sudden, to go a little bit faster is now costing you like an extra £1,500 a year in additional insurance premiums. Plus you have to do like a speed awareness course where they make you watch a video of someone driving into a watermelon, and the worst thing is you don't even get to eat the watermelon after, but you kind of get to taste the watermelon in your mouth. By the way, most of London now is 20 miles an hour. I went recently from North London, where I live, to South London to pick up my friend and his dad, which I mentioned recently. My friend whose dad has got like, he's got cancer. It's not beatable. It's way too late. And it's, you know, they just said, make it as comfortable as you can for him. And I went to pick him up, and I didn't go on any A roads or anything. And our whole journey, apart from one road near my house, which would have been for about 1/3 of a mile, which was 30 miles an hour. The entire journey was 20 miles an hour. It almost felt it would have been quicker for me to walk there. But anyway, look, getting off the random stuff, this Gran Turismo was amazing when it came out. I remember my brothers, they're really, really into cars. I am not into cars. When it comes to cars, right, for me, driving is a necessity. It is not something I enjoy ever. Like, I can go on long drive, maybe sometimes I'll be like, oh, this is a nice drive, nice country road or whatever, but yeah, it's not for me, right? And sometimes I've gone on country roads at night and I swear I feel like my car's gonna break down and I'm gonna get murdered by like hillbillies that are gonna play banjos in a barn and all of that stuff. But yeah, driving's not for me. I remember this game, when this came out, I was actually really good at this game, contrary to what you're seeing now. Kind of mastered the car, the braking, a lot different. Even though this is the arcade mode of it, it still feels like a simulation the way this game drives. But Gran Turismo 1, 2 and even 3 were revolutionary. They were the best racing games. I don't know, I think Forza's maybe the best game out there now. Hey, let's put a game on for our buddy Scandal, right? Let's go here. Let's go Grand Theft Auto. Scandal, if you're still there, did you actually work on the original Grand Theft Auto as well? I always thought speed awareness was about identifying suspicious powder with your gums. Yeah, maybe. They had lots of stuff there. The police had these things where they rub like this thing on your steering wheel, and what happens is it tells you if you've done drugs or not. But I'm clean. I know this sounds bad, but it's been a long time since I've been stopped by a police officer, you know, whether in a vehicle. I've never ever been stopped in a vehicle, ever in all my years of driving. By the police for any reason whatsoever. And since I've been like a good boy and haven't done anything dodgy, I've never been pulled over by police for a random spot check. And I almost kind of miss it, you know. One day I just want to get pulled over by the police. I'll be like, hey officer, how you doing? You know, and just be like, be along and go on my way. It just doesn't happen now. You know, when we were young, we were always worried about getting pulled just because of what we kind of kept in our socks. You know, the little arch you've got in your foot, putting stuff in your socks down there. Some people used to put 20 pounds down there in case they went out and they got so plastered they had enough money for a kebab, a drink and a cab home. Yeah, stuff was a lot cheaper back then. 20 pound was like having gold in your pocket. It will get you anywhere in London with a cab. Right, let's have a look at this. No, my daughter. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, cool. I know you work in the industry as well. Okay, well, I was just wondering if you were OG on this one, man. Okay, we're gonna be Troy boy, gangsta bang. Okay, superb. Wow, this is quite a long stream, man. 2.5 hours already, man, and it's going. Kind of glad I did this. I was actually thinking of doing 2 streams tonight, like one after, do this one, take a little break, have a little bite to eat, freshen myself. For anyone out there that wants to get streaming, one big word of advice: make sure you go toilet first and make sure you have a drink handy. However, okay, this is the one where even to go forward you drive. Okay, that's there. Oh, okay, so squares in this one to go. I have to say, got to say, the graphics are good for this, man. And I used to love, like, okay. Let's get back in there. Or, okay, let's exit this game. I'm worried about the soundtrack stuff on this, which you always do. Oh, what's this? Ganbei Goemon. This is another Goemon the Ninja one, right? The other one was Goemon. This is Ganbei Goemon. I was chased on my Yamaha 600cc by police on Tower Bridge once. Oh wow, okay. No, I would always just comply, man. I'm a good citizen. I'm a good law-abiding type of guy. Always kind of have been. Right, let's have a look at this. Okay, I'm really happy using the power line adapters here because they're definitely working. So that's really cool. We're still going ahead on Twitch as well, so good stuff there. Yo, Spitfire, Wicked Spitfire was on Twitch. So I don't know what everyone prefers, whether they prefer Twitch over YouTube. YouTube is my thing, but I'm going to try and expand on Twitch as well. I uploaded the 0 megahertz version of GTA to archive today. Oh, okay, but it's a bit slow. Oh, excellent, man. I don't think I could play the GTA games now. I never really played them back in the day as well. You know, they weren't really my big jam. Let's have a look at this. Oh, is this a 3D one? I wonder. That's really interesting because when you get the Japanese games, I don't want to pick another character, man. Okay, I'm going to go Yay this time. Yeah, I used to love that, you know, like obviously I'm getting it completely wrong. I can't speak Japanese, but when you're playing those fighting games and you know, you do like the taunt with Kenny, it's like so darn cool, like whatever the heck they are saying. Oh, by the way, Scandal mentions the 0 megahertz collection, man. It's really good. If you want to play like those early PC games, great job that the guys at Amiga Vision and their sister projects have done. I need to check out OneLoad 64. They've done a really good job with what is it most recently, CD32. Absolutely fantastic. Like the work that they do, man, it's amazing. Absolutely love it. Love everything that they do. I really hope one day they make like a front end for the Commodore 64 the way they did for Amiga Vision. That would just be amazing. Would absolutely love that. And hopefully something like that does happen one day, just because I've forgotten a lot about the Commodore 64, but it's a system that I played for a long freaking time. So if I had something that actually showed me like pictures, recommended games, put them in genres, I would love that. But it's a big undertaking. It's a lot of work. Like we're talking like the Amiga Vision pack, not hundreds. We're talking thousands of hours to put all of that together. You know, that was amazing. I'm calm now, but was on my tour. Yeah, you know what? We used to do a lot of stupid stuff when we were young, man. I mean, I was just speaking to my friend the stuff that we used to do, and we used to go, man, can you believe what we used to do? The size of our gonads were crazy. I mean, you didn't really have that you didn't really have the worries. You weren't really praying and all of that. And now obviously I'm a family guy, you know, I listen to Guy, I'll go home and be a family man. I was like, that's what I'm doing. And when you do that, you have responsibilities, you're careful in what you do. So yeah, that's that now, man. No longer that guy anymore. Let's skip this. I don't want it to be a 3D game. Please don't be a 3D game. Please don't be a 3D game. Be a 2D game. The recycling boom in the flower of Oedo. So last time it was sexual harassment. This time it's a recycling boom. Really like the themes that the Goemon game's got. Yes, it's a 2D game. No, fire. Oh, wow. Got a bit of a time limit. Hey, Scandal, that robot I just attacked. Do you remember there was a MASH advert and there was a weird looking robot in there? Kind of reminds me of that a little bit, that robot there. Oh, it's the first of it. I can hear fireworks outside. I forget about that. Remember the 5th of November. So Guy Fawkes Night is coming. So hold on. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th is going to be Wednesday. So Wednesday there'll be a lot of fireworks around, man. My kids absolutely love that stuff. Yeah, this has a good feel to it, man. I love this. Feels like I'm in the arcade playing this, man. But again, these are the games that weren't appreciated back in the day for the PlayStation, because hey, we wanted 3D stuff. That's what we wanted. We wanted everything 3D. That's what we wanted. I was hoping she could chuck out. Oh, so there's a okay. How did I check? Okay, this L to change your weapon. Right, let's go up there. I do like this. Oh, like the down attack as well. I love it. Can I? Yeah, I need to play that Metroidvania as well. That Tizu, whatever it's called. It's out for like Android as well. It's out for, I think it's coming out for Switch. It's available on GOG. Tizu something of the Alchemist, man. Big shout out to Anime Otaku for gifting me that game, man. Yeah, so it's available on GOG and Steam and all that. It looks really, really good. Looks a lot like the DS Castlevania games, especially Order of Ecclesia. So I'm really looking forward to actually playing that. There's a lot of money there. Girl be dancing for money. Love it. Absolutely love it. Are they chucking bombs at me now, right? Is that what is going on? I'm 52 now, so listen to Chill Out and play MiSTer. That's absolutely it. So you're a little bit older than me, not much older than me, but you are older than me. I like this game, you know. This game's good. This will be a good choice for me to play on the handheld MiSTer. I prefer this to the other one. The other one, like a lot of the jumps and stuff are trickier. This one feels like it's got an easier learning curve. And I'm beating those robots that were in a MASH advert when I was a kid. Oh. Will it let me swap character? No, it says one next to it. It'd be nice if it says, hey, do you want to continue as another character? Can I? Maybe if I press start or select or something? No. So always remember, guys, when you're playing Japanese games, it's the circle button, right, to go forward instead of the cross button like in the normal stuff. Man. I should use some of the projectiles, but you know what it is? When the projectiles aren't unlimited, you end up staying on it. Let me use projectiles for a bit, see how much better I can do. Can I? Man, I wish if the bullets were unlimited. Oh, there's an elephant up there. Can't get up there. Can I jump on their heads? Nope. Nope, I just died when that happened. Okay, let's run another game, and that's really, really cool. Oh, you're exactly the same age as me, Scandal, man. Good stuff, man. You know, unlike Ori the Retro Gamer, who's an old guy now. Hotshot Golf, that was really good. I'm hoping it's got a good kind of a track mode, just so you guys can see this. So, best golf game ever. And this is an opinion, this is actually a fact, right? You know, scientists took lots of consoles and computers into a lab, and the best golf game ever is Turf Masters on the Neo Geo. However, Hotshot Golf was really good. It's something that I used to like on my PSP, not the, I don't think for the Vita, for the original PSP. I think it's actually one of the only UMDs I have left. I think once the PSP got cracked, man, I don't know where all my games went. I think I ended up giving them away or whatever. It was just easier having them on a memory stick duo. I still remember when I first bought a memory stick duo, man, a 1 gig one for the PSP. When it got hacked was it was £100, man. It was £100, and I managed to get a 30% off discount. So I paid £70 for it. I felt like I was robbing someone. It was amazing. Oh, so we're all around the same age, you know, 52. Radical 67 according to my kids. No way, man. You're not 67. You're too cool for 67. You're too cool. If you are, then cool, man. But if you're rocking and playing the games that we are, and you're that age, then absolutely brilliant. I would love for you to be my. Actually, you wouldn't be able to be my grandfather. You'd be like more my father's age. My father was never into gaming, man. He bought a Binaton. Never really played it. Just kind of tried it. But yeah, I'm different though. My kids are into gaming, but they're into the modern stuff, right? I'm into this stuff here. They're into Fortnite. They're going to be doing an event soon. Actually, it starts at 9 o'clock. But guys, I'm extremely happy with how this stream has gone without any hiccups, streaming to 2 platforms simultaneously using power line adapters around my house. So I found a good solution to a problem that I was having. Yo, we're doing an age check over here. Chris Mullen, 60 in 2 weeks. Wow, man. It's amazing. I love it. So Chris Mullen, tell us, what was like your gaming golden era then, right? Because for me, my golden era, yes, 8-bit was a big part of it, but I feel like the 16-bit era was my golden era. That's the era that I definitely enjoyed the most. So given that you're 60, what was your golden era? Was it like the Atari 2600? Is that what it was for you? 70s arcade. So name some titles that were around in the 70s arcades. What video games were there? Because the earliest games that I kind of know as arcade games were kind of like 1982 and whatnot. So why my 11-year-old keeps saying, yes, oh, Scandal. I just found that out. I found that up about 6, 7 and the hand up and down thing. So my boy mentioned it to you, and funnily enough, my boy is 11 as well, man. So we're the same age, and that's my middle kid. Like my youngest one is 9, he'll be 10 in January. Then the middle one is 11, and my daughter's 17. So he keeps telling me about this meme 6, 7, and how it's big and all of that. And you know, people do this. Then he said to me, one of his teachers did it, and all the class went crazy. I guess they got a coolest teacher. Yeah, he told me about it again today, and I saw like Mr. Adams do a tweet earlier talking about what was the 6, 7 of your day or whatever. And I was like, look, I said I found out about it today, but when I heard about it last week, I didn't pay attention to it. But when we were going to get lunch today and I was walking with my son, he told me again about it, and I was like, wow, this is big. And the Mr. Addons picture just kind of taught me more about it. Okay, so sorry. Chris Mullen, Space Invaders. Okay, that was big. Space Invaders was good. So when it came to like the early gaming, right? So being 48, right? You know, I was born like late 70s, right? If you do the math, then I would have been born, I guess, either depending on where I am, 77, 78, 76, but around that kind of era. So when I was like early 80s now, so we're talking like 81 or even like late 70s or early 80s. Let's go early 80s. I remember seeing stuff like Pac-Man. My parents never put money in. Remember it in cab stations and other places we went because arcade machines were everywhere. And yeah, I remember, yes, sorry, 77, 78. So I remember like just being fascinated by arcade machines, right? And to be honest, I was actually fascinated by fruit machines as well, because they all lit up, you press buttons, but nothing ever happened. But the arcade machine, I used to pretend I was playing it like most of the kids around the era. And I remember seeing like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Galaxian, Gallagher, all those games. Sorry if I'm getting some of the names wrong as being some of the later games in the series. Like, I don't really... There. Oh, Wicked. Sorry, Spitfire 1 is still here. Wicked. Oh, 51 here. Okay. Sorry, Spitfire. What is that 51 on that you... Oh, 51, that's the age. I was like, wow, that's how many people I've got watching on Twitch. I was like, well chuffed. I was like, wow, that's amazing. But Just having a look at the Twitch stuff at the moment. It just says viewer 1. Okay, wicked. Yeah, so I remember playing those games, not playing those games, but seeing those arcade machines as a kid. Atari 2600 was big, man. I remember playing that being very, very young. Pitfall was amazing. I remember that. The crocodiles felt like they were real to me. The crocodiles felt like I saw those crocodiles, like when they got you, it felt like the crocodiles bit you, man. Pitfall was an amazing game. River Raid was absolutely fantastic. Loved that game. How you have to go over the fuel, but you could shoot the fuel. You had the tanks. I think you had I remember the tanks as the main vehicles in there, but obviously I think you had planes, helicopters as well. River Raid was amazing. Okay, I used to like Spider-Man. I know Spider-Man sucks on that system. It wasn't a good game, but man, it was Spider-Man. And I never had an Atari 2600. Was it 2600 or 2600? People always start arguing with me about what to say. Is it the 2600, the 2600, the 2600, whatever? I've heard it called lots of different ways. But yeah, it was an amazing console. A really good two-player game that I feel even holds up well today is a game called Combat. I don't think you could play it one player. It was a two-player game, and it was a solid game on the Atari 2600. It was just so darn good, man. I'm still putting off repairing my Vectrex. It's intimidating inside that box. Haha, that's what she said. Had it since I was about 7 though. Wow, absolutely amazing. I wish if I had stuff, man, but I've moved a lot in my life. Well, I mean, I've been in the same place for like 15 years now, but I have moved around and I had to get rid of a lot of stuff there, man. Before 77, remember the arcade machines were mostly mechanical. Pinball and the ball bearing drop games. Space Invaders blew my mind back then. It completely would have, man. Space Invaders is freaking history when it comes down to that stuff. And that's the era I miss. The era that I miss is where the arcade technology was way ahead of what you had at home. So you had this incentive to go out and play. And then you'd make friends over there. You'd make people that were good at games. You'd speak. You'd exchange strategies. You know, me, like getting into the FGC was really good because you'd go in, someone would do something. You just say, what did you do there? And you'd learn new strategies. You'd learn new techniques. Completely different mindset of stuff, man. Out there, this is an interesting game. So yeah, completely and utterly different mindset, man. Like I remember in Street Fighter especially, right? I was good at Street Fighter, but I wasn't great at Street Fighter. Like the people, like some people will play me and go, wow, it's like Z, you're amazing at this. But honestly, like I play with people that are like, some of them in particular games, they're like the best in the world or top 10 in the world on those games, or let's say top 3 in the UK, you know, top 10 in Europe. So the bar that I had was very, very high. So sometimes when I used to lose a game, and I know my buddy Harmonaz always watches the stream. So Harmonaz, if you're watching, come and say hi, dude, man. Let's talk about some of those stories. But like I would lose, and Harmonaz would be like, yo, Z, like, see, like every time this guy does this particular thing, straight after he's doing this, and you haven't actually spotted that pattern. So all you need to do is wait for him to do this, and he's always going to follow it with this. So have that counter ready. In particular, I remember in Third Strike, one player that whenever he jumped in with a flying kick, the next thing he would always do, it was almost like he was programmed to do it, was he would dash forward and grab. So he said to me, look, when you block a flying kick, and I was Ken and this person was Julien, he said, look, just do a fierce dragon punch, a hard dragon punch, or even a medium dragon punch, and just combo it into a super. And when I started doing that, the person's mentality changed a little bit. I didn't see that, but that's the difference between, you know, the tiers of players. People spot stuff, patterns that a lesser player may not be able to actually spot. And this is what I miss from the era of the arcade. It was going in there, getting stuck on Shinobi, then watching how someone did it, and after they played, or you'd speak to them, and when we were younger, we used to speak to the older kids and be like, look, how did you get past this? And some of the guys were really good. And then when you had games where you played against one another, people would go, oh, by the way, you know, my cousin knows this guy who's really good, you should play him. And that's how games were set up. That's what me and Quang DX from Bitmap Bureau was speaking about on the channel. We were talking about that day and age where we used to go to the arcade and used to go to different areas to play stuff. And whenever you went to a different part of London, it was always good because the first thing you wanted to do was actually go around and have a look at their local arcades, have a look at their local shops, because arcade machines were everywhere. So you would go into a chip shop, you'd go into like a chip shop, a corner store, wherever you went to, it had like, big rock out there. Whoops, dodging the diamond, should have got that. So yeah, you'd go in there and you'd try other games, and yeah, so like, you know, what Chris is saying, like back in the 70s, and this isn't just exclusive to the 70s, but the 80s and even the 90s. I'd say after like 2000 or late 90s is when that gap started closing. There was so much incentive to go out to the arcade and play stuff, and that's what you used to do, and you used to make friends in there. And you know, you'd go to a particular arcade or a particular chip shop, and there'll be different guys out there, and you'd play stuff all together, you know. And then you know, you meet each other. And don't get me wrong, as well as making friends, sometimes you'd make some foes and enemies. You know, this pie is strong, but the rate of fire is very, very slow. This is a very decent and good looking game. I have to say, the PlayStation had a fair amount of shmups on there, man. And this is good. The reason I like playing this is the first game I played on the Analog Pocket PlayStation 1 core like 2 years ago, was it? And that's thanks to, I think, Andy D actually putting it together for me and getting it to work. And obviously P-Gate 1, the developer that has developed their version of a PlayStation called the Analog Pocket. P-Gate 1 is a very, very talented developer, man. This is someone that just loves and thrives on playing on FPGAs and pushing that tech. They've made their own cores, and it's just fantastic. It's just, you know, they work on it, but will the PlayStation ever come to the Analog Pocket? Honestly, we really, really don't know. Okay, this is kind of an interesting power up. Let's change the weapon up a bit. Oh no, I keep pressing my special fire. Okay. Oh, I need to go down. Ooh, who's ever gone on that ride, man? Actually, my kids were asking me today. They said, Dad, can we go Legoland? I was like, sorry, man. I'll try and be a good father, but I'm not going Legoland for you. They're like, why, Dad? I'm like, look, we go there and we queue for hours. I said, look, when your school's ready to take you, or if there's some kind of activity group you're in and they want to take you, I will happily pay for you to go there and enjoy the day. But this is something you need to go with your school. Daddy's not going to Q Land anymore, man. Last time I took him to a theme park, it was Chessington. Even the kiddies rides, I'm talking about the rides for little kids where you go around in a little choo-choo train. Man, those ones, I had to wait like half hour to go on them. My kids were younger then, so they didn't mind those rides. All the good rides, like, you know, the ones where they go upside down and they spin, you're talking like 2 hours minimum, man. You can pay for like fast track tickets. And if you pay for fast track tickets, you're still waiting for 30 minutes for the ride. So you go to a theme park. What is the ride that you use the most in a theme park? Well, I'm telling you now, it's the queuing ride. You stand in the queue, you wait. It's got timers there telling you how long you can wait. Forget that. I'll give you a good tip, right? So when it comes down to those big theme parks, you're queuing all the time. Now in London, when there are local fun fairs, they're not the greatest, right? You have to pay like an entry fee to go in, but entry fees to keep the riffraff out, and they've got the whole fun fair area caged, right? Or they've got fences around so no one can really get in there, right? You have to pay to get in there, but it's a way in keeping out like all the troublemakers, all the gangs, etc., etc. So one day my aunt lives, well, she's moved to London now, unfortunately, but she lives in an area called Northampton, and I used to go there. It's my mum's youngest sister, so and this is early days of my mum's dementia, where we just thought she had a bad memory. So what she'd do is her sisters would say to me, look, like, Z, are you off this day? And because I used to do shift work, I would be like, look, I'm off on that Tuesday or Wednesday. They were like, look, can you take us? We want to go and see, like, you know, our sister. So my mum, two of her sisters from London would go up there to see him. And sometimes if my kids were off, where it was like the school holidays, I'd be like, look, son, do you want to come? And, you know, back then my kids were younger. They weren't doing their things like they are now. They never want to do anything with dad, or really do. They'd like come along for the ride, and I'd take them, and it'd be really nice. And, you know, we'd go. So one day I went there, and I was like, look, I want to take my son to the park before we go back. We went to the park, and they had a fun fair there. Now, a fun fair ride in London is like £4. This is maybe before COVID or just after COVID. So the fun fair rides in London, even for the crappy ones, it's like £4 a ride, right? So you know, you give your kids a few rides and you end up spending a whole heap of money, right? So what happened is I went to one in Northampton. All the rides were £1, right? Apart from the bumper cars, they were £2. So I went there with one of my sons, and I was like, wow, this is bloody amazing. I said to him, look, and the park was amazing out there. They had these massive slides, all these rides. He loved it. Spent like a couple of hours there until he got fed up and was like, I'm tired, Dad, let's go. And I only spent like £12 or something, bought a big bag of candy floss for him. I was like, cool. Then I was like, I'm onto something here. So while my aunt was living there, I said to her, look, please keep an eye on this fun fair. Give me a shout when it's on next. It's roughly about a 2-hour drive for me, maybe an hour and a half, right? Or 2 hours with a bit of traffic. So what happened was I said to my aunt, look, tell me when it's on next. So next time it was on, and it was during the kids' holidays, I took all 3 of my kids. I even took my wife there. What was there was because my aunt was there. I was going to a park and a fun fair. I just wanted to use the facilities there. So I took my aunt up a little present, visited her, used the bathroom and everything. The kids did, like a place to go there. I drove to this. I let my kids go on as many rides as they wanted. And then I bought them like the sweets they have, like a bag of Smarties or whatever, or like a tube of Smarties and candy floss and all of that. Honestly, I kid you not, I spent less than £40, right? And they got to enjoy lots and lots of rides, right? Which they can't do if I take them to Legoland or Chessington. What happens is all those rides, you have to keep queuing and queuing and queuing. And if you're there for like 8 hours, you've spent six and a half hours queuing, and the rest of it is the actual adrenaline of the ride. So the fun fair was actually really, really cool, I have to say. But unfortunately, my aunt moved to London. So now I don't really have a place there. So outside of London, the fun fairs are really, really good. They're a lot better than London. And if I find another one, if I go visit someone outside of London, and they I've got a place out there, then I will happily go out there with the kids and do some of these rides, man. They've even got some of like the bigger rides there and everything. Right, let's Dino Crisis. I really like Dino Crisis 2. Oh, let's go Destruction. So let's go Destruction Derby 1. And this was another game that just, when you looked at PlayStation 1 and it was like you're these cars and you smash into other cars, it was absolutely amazing. Okay, we stole the F from Funfair sign when they were charging too much. As kids, we thought it was the funniest joke ever. Just a gigantic unfair. Dude, that is freaking hilarious. I absolutely love that. I remember when we were kids, man. So this is right. I'm not admitting to anything criminal here, but let me tell you a story that I knew of in school. So you had ice cream vans, right? So what happened was there was an ice cream van, and the windows it was a plastic sliding window it has in the side where they stand from here. There was an ice cream van, and someone left, the owner of the ice cream van left a little opening in that window, but it was locked from one side. Now it was enough to get your hand in, but you couldn't get any of the product or any of the items, right? So we had a brainwave, a flash, a stroke of genius. We had a kid in our school that was tiny. He was tiny. He just did not grow. So we're talking like a kid that's 13, a teenager, just began life as a teenager, but we're talking his size was like the size of a 7 or an 8-year-old. So essentially, not saying I had any involvement in this, but I did see it happen. The bigger kids went and literally got this kid, picked him up, brought him over and told him, get into that ice cream van. And they forced him into this ice cream van. He went into this ice cream van and he opened like everything in there, boxes of flakes, ice creams, and everything was on. I don't get how it was being powered. Maybe it had something in there, but it was parked there. I don't know. I thought they always had to be on for all their stuff to kind of work. But yeah, man. He emptied out that ice cream van, everything in there, man. Everything got taken out of that ice cream van. And that was, one of the earliest crimes I witnessed as a kid. And all the kids in school were eating the ice cream one. Naturally, the stronger, bigger ones had more ice cream. The weaker ones that managed to get some were actually robbed. And I still remember that, man. I still remember that. Very, very vividly remember that. Actually, I remembered one of my buddies managed to kind of get in there, and he had all cuts on his side because he really had to squeeze through there. But one thing I didn't realize is once someone got in, to this day I never realized, why didn't they just open that window? Why not just open the window fully and let everyone else in? Like the window was just kind of shut. But that's how it was in school, right? It was that mentality where if someone had if you had something and it was available as free, and that herd mentality, someone kickstarts it, goes off and does it, and everyone just follows, and maybe that was a turning point for some kids where they're like, oh, I got a sweet taste of stolen ice cream, so now I'm a criminal. And maybe that was that spiral point in their life, or that point in their life that led to that spiral of yeah, that spiral that led to a life of crime. Who knows, right? That's where it could begin. But let's have a look. So Destruction Derby 2, let's give this a little bit of a play, because seeing this was another game. So when the PlayStation first came out, yes, I was blown away from Loaded because it had the zoom in and zoom out. It was a top game. Playing it in this day and age, it didn't feel that great. But back then, coming from the Super Nintendo, it felt really, really good from a Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive as well. Searching for config. We don't have a config. Reckon rated. Select car. I just want to... Okay, maybe... Let's see, hopefully. Let's go Destruction Derby. Total destruction, that's what we want. So guys, sometimes when you get a little bit of visual defect in it, it's not the case, because I've got this HDMI kind of 480p trick turned on. So I've got like stuff in there. Sometimes if we get something really bad, I'll turn it off. So I just want to point that out in case someone thinks, oh, there's an issue with the core. As far as I know, there are no real issues with this core. It is really, really a fantastic core. So let's go. No, we don't have the quality of life here where you press start and it takes you to end. That was something that was, you know, introduced more on. Okay, so how do I start this damn game? So quick, okay. Oh, maybe it's this big play button down here. So we're going to Pine Hills Raceway. So let's do the Destruction Derby. So Loaded was one of the first games that blew me away. Toshinden, then Destruction Derby. Having a look at this and thinking like, wow, what an amazing game. Wow. Like seeing this stuff here, it felt like you had the next generation of arcade games in your house. I thought I'd be getting into that big arena where you just smash each other, which I really wanted to have a look at. Oh, a lot of cars just kind of getting smashed out there. And that's what something, you know, games like, I love Outrun 2006, but it's not a game where you really smash into cars, you just avoid them. But I love like stuff like Burnout, like the earlier Burnouts. I really hope they make an on-rails Burnout, you know, not one where you're in an open city, because the open city one, it was just, I didn't like it. I liked it as an on-rails arcade racer, the way Burnout 1, Burnout 2. Burnout 3 was probably the best one, where they got the gimmicks just right. Burnout 3 Takedown. Then I got like Burnout Revenge. I even played the one on the PSP, Burnout Dominator. Absolutely fantastic games, man. I really hope they go back to basics with a new one. Like Burnout Paradise was good, but again, it's that whole open map thing that it has going for itself. Oh, I just remembered now, someone did say Ridge Racer Type 4. We need to run with that. R4, man, let's do this. So I've got like the Joy-Con controller as well. Burnout 2's crash mode was brilliant in multiplayer. Did Burnout 2 have crash mode, or wasn't that Burnout 3 that had crash mode? Outrun 2006 modern port would be my dream release. For some reason, I really crave that kind of racing nowadays. Shadow Bash, I've got a video on the channel actually. If you search it, it's probably got the tutorial on there as well. That has been like reawakened, right? It started in 2, thanks Calino. So Outrun 2006 has there's a fan mod of it which gives you like HD textures, or updated, like improved graphics or textures, if I remember correctly. But as well as that, they've brought in the online back now, so you can go on lobbies and play it online. I don't know how popular it will be online now, but when it first dropped, I played it online and there were people playing online. Oh, by the way, just want to send a thank you out to Kevin Carranza. Thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I do like this new plugin that I've got, because for the first time I'm using stats of stuff as it happens. Also Super Sega, if you're still here, thanks for subscribing to my channel. All right, okay, let's go in here. Yeah, throw that on my current PC. Right, here's the good thing. You can run that on a potato. I run it on my handheld PCs. I've got it running on the Steam Deck. It runs. You don't need a dedicated GPU. As long as you've got a computer, as long as you've got a CPU, I'd even go as far as saying in the last 7 or 8 years, you're good. It will run. You don't need a GPU to run this game. It will just run. So have a look at it, grab it, put it on your device. You can't buy it anymore, so the only way to get it, unless you bought it originally on Steam when it was available, and then all you've got You got a CD disc, which I had years ago, which we're able to create an ISO from, but you can grab it somewhere from the internet. It's available there. You know, I'm not an advocate for piracy or anything, but a lot of lost stuff that you can't buy, the only way you can get it is by searching for rips of it online. If you find the rip online, then go ahead and grab it at your own discretion, obviously. Yeah, and then get the patch files, get the whole package for it. It really is that good. Like, it really is that good. Like, it's freaking amazing. I put it on every handheld device when I get it. I still play it from time to time. Nothing like a magical sound shower, you know. It'd be amazing. Imagine having a shower where you have a shower and you can, every time you open it, it plays magical sound shower for you, you know. While you're having a bath, all you're hearing is da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's the best soundtrack, by the way. I always pick that one. Sometimes I use it so much, I'll go to Passing Breeze or one of the other ones that's in there. Passing Breeze, what's the other one? Splash Wave. But no, magical sound shower is what I want. Okay, we're gonna go automatic. Let's just go out here. I'm going to fix my screen better for next time as well, guys, because I've done it on like the BIOS screen, which was a little bit thinner. Some of the games branch out a bit, and that will cover everything. We'll have like black borders on the side for games that don't fully go in there. Outrun music is so good. Splash Wave is my usual fave, but on Passing Breeze mood. Ah, okay, man. Magical sound shower all the way, man. Absolutely all the way. Oh yeah, the Ridge Racer baby's here. How you doing there, girl? Did anyone ever play Ridge Racer on the 3DS? It was one of the games. It's not bad. I have to say though, my favorite Ridge Racer of all time is probably Ridge Racer 2 on the PSP, man. I remember when the PSP came out and you had Ridge Racer. The PSP was the first PSP, a revolutionary handheld, right? Don't get me wrong, I like the DS, and I know the DS was more popular. I love all the handhelds, right? But the first PSP, seeing Ridge Racer on there on a handheld, like with graphics that looked better than what we're seeing on a PlayStation because of how small like the screen was and everything, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing looking at that. I still remember, and a big shout out to my buddy Aki, man. He was awesome. He went to Japan and he came back and he bloody bought me a PSP. I can't even remember if he charged me cost price for it or whether he just gave it to me. But either way, I had like a PSP either for very cheap from Japan, and he got me like Ridge Racer and Darkstalkers with it, man. What a guy. I need to go visit him at some point as well, actually. But it's cool because his wife and my wife get on. Yeah, so he doesn't really game anymore, man. I took the MiSTer around to his place last time, and the TV he got, it had so much display lag on it that what happened is when we were playing Street Fighter, because we play Street Fighter, we play old turbo, not even CPS2, like normal turbo on CPS1 hyper fighting, and as well as that we play CVS2. So what happened is I took the MiSTer around to his, and his TV had so much display lag that honestly, when I like, yeah, it was impossible. It was impossible to play. It wasn't even where you want to get used to it. It was so bad. I was like, dude, what the heck's up? And he was like, oh, sorry, man, I don't game anymore. This is just for the wife to watch TV shows. So what I had to do when I went around his house, he had like a Dell monitor with a HDMI port. So we initially had to play without sound because I don't think I had any speakers there. So now when I go there, I take my portable 10-inch monitor. I've actually got a portable 14-inch monitor as well that work gave me, but I don't know what the display lag on that is like. That's a really good one, actually. Really expensive by Lenovo, but I don't know why it's so expensive, to be honest. It's very light and it's very power efficient. You can power it just by plugging it into a USB port into my laptop, so no external power needed. But when I go to my friend's house now, I take that. So the MiSTer Pi is my mobile one. It's packed in a bag, and the reason the MiSTer Pi is the mobile one is because I can power it with USB Type-C. So I don't, if I forget to pack a charger or anything, any phone charger will work. So I'll take the MiSTer Pi, and I've got that little 10-inch screen that I've got, and that 10-inch screen yeah, we play MiSTer on it. It's like 1 millisecond display lag on there, so it plays flawlessly. Add a few screen filters. We're playing really, really well on there, man. Right, let's run another game. That was Ridge Racer Type 4. Ooh, let's go Raiden DX, because a Raiden collection has been announced, right? Anyone remember that? It just got announced. And the Raiden collection that got announced, it's not coming out until next year or something, I don't think. But yeah, so this a lot of people really want an arcade FPGA core of this. Is it Raiden Fighters, or is it, I think, is that what it's called? I think it's a collection of all of them, isn't it? I think Anime Otaku done an article on Metal Game Solid regarding that. So yeah, that's something to kind of look forward to. Games like that I do like playing on the Switch, but on the Switch too, like I've got a Hori left Joy-Con, the small one. I've got the big ones as well. I need something like I need something like a left Joy-Con for my Switch 2. Like my Switch 2 currently is a paperweight. I use the Switch 1 more because I've got a bloody Joy-Con with it in handheld, and I can play the games on there. Right, okay, let's go Raiden. Interesting seeing that stuff here. Okay, so let's see something here. Can you see like graphics look a little bit broken there on the screen? So what I'm going to do, and this is just to show that the core here. So at the bottom here, let's see. There you go, look. So 480i to 480p hack. Now that I've switched that off, the graphics are normal, yeah? So do remember that the additional options and features in this core aren't a one trick solution for every single game that you're playing. It's going to vary from game to game, so do try it out. So don't think, oh man, the core's broken, it needs fixing. No, have a look at your options, because when you use those extra quality of life options that the PlayStation isn't supposed to do, then what will happen is you will run into some errors like we did on the title screen there. Now it could have been that the game itself will look good. I mean, I can just, right, I want. Okay, I'm glad it's got auto fire. Maybe that's an easy thing. Good soundtrack as well. Let me pause it and just play the soundtrack a bit, because this has got a good soundtrack, so you can hear some of that with me. Oops. Bombs away. Yes, I got the blue. Now I want to stick to blue. It's really annoying in this, because when you get the red one, it won't give you red from, say you're at power level 3, you'll go back to red 1. And then you've got, so I kind of prefer the blue power up. It's more concentrated, it's got a faster rate of fire, it just feels better. And I do like that this has got auto fire, which the arcade didn't have. Oh no. Okay, so I got, oof. Yes, I've got homing missiles. I want to get another blue one. I love the helicopter animation in this, man. The way the helicopters come down, and or the way they slow down just before they get you. And guys, this by no means, even playing this on like the easiest setting, this is not an easy game. And I always reference this, and I know sometimes I may sound like a broken record, but I say this in case anyone out there who's new to like my videos or the stream, or they missed the previous stream where I spoke about this. But anytime I think of Raiden, I think about this old guy in the arcade. Let me just drop a bomb here. I want to get that power up. I want to get it with this blue. Oh, look, I got the red. Look, and it's just brought me back down, whereas blue, so I now need to run the whole skill tree again. And that's one of the most annoying things about this bloody thing. All right, let's get blue here. And I want to get my, because you need the power up in this game, man. Like any shmup, you need to be powered up in order to stand a chance and fight. So I've got the blue, and I always preferred the blue. But yeah, sorry, there used to be a guy in central London. If anyone's familiar, Wardour Street, one of the arcades on there. Was it called? No, not Casino. Was it called Las Vegas? I can't remember what it was called now. But yeah, it might have been called Las Vegas Arcade on Wardour Street. And this guy, like, I didn't watch him complete the whole game. Oh, look at that! Look, I went for blue. This is what annoys me about this game, you know. But yeah, this guy, I never saw him die on it. So as long as I was in there watching him play, this guy just never ever used to die on it, man. This guy just used to smash this game. Was absolutely amazing at it, absolutely amazing. And this game's like, it's really, really annoyed me now, because I wanted to get that blue power up, but yeah, I just can't get it. This PlayStation version is good though. I wonder how close it is to the arcade. Oh, I can get 2 blues now. Be careful, Pixel. No! Okay, let's go red. Okay, we'll just, oof. Okay, we've gone straight forward. So, okay, at least I'm on like part level 2 of the red, right? So now I'm gonna have to go down the red route, and I only ever remember this game having those 2 power-ups, right? Nothing else. I don't remember having, I don't remember this game having like any other power-ups. I didn't have too many power-ups, but man, this game's good. It's tough. Wow, and an FPGA core for this will be really, really good. I can see like potentially Hatego releasing something like this in the future. You know, he does a lot of. I'd love for someone like Wickerwacker to take something like this on. Now, he's just recently kind of finished the Taito F2 course, so I wonder what he'll move on to next. You know, what will be the next thing for him to do? Because he does it as a hobby. What will he take on as his next hobby? Will he go, okay, you know what? I'm now going to do this. I'd love him to do more Taito stuff. Really want Rastan 2. So if he does the system that supports Rastan 2, that will be bloody amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oof. You know what, let me just fire another bomb at this thing, man. When is it gonna die? Oh, just when I thought that one was there, there's another one here. Guys, I think this might be my longest stream yet. You know what, it's good though, because on Saturday I sleep late, man. I'll get up like really early. I'll get up like, you know, 4:45 every day, Monday to Friday. So on the weekend, like today, I slept till 9:30, man. And again, and a big thanks to Mrs. Pixel. She's already downstairs with the kids. So I call her up and she says like, morning. And I'll just say, mega cup. And what mega cup means is I've got this cup. It's like 2 cups in one. Like the size, it's like a double cup. And she makes me a mega cup of tea usually, is what I'll take. Like, let's go red now. Okay, we've got red now. So I've got, yeah, a mega cup of tea. So she makes me that. I'll wait another 5 minutes. I go down, and this morning I went down. I had like that mega cup of tea. I had like a scone. Guys, love scones. I know people like them with jam and cream. Man, I just like scones all by themselves, man. They taste so darn good. These ones, right? If anyone goes to Aldi's scones, right? Oh wow, okay, gave me a powered up version now. That's good. Maybe it only powers down 1. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. Now I feel powerful. Yeah, so Aldi's scones are fantastic. They're like whatever luxury range or whatever it is. Honestly, it tastes like I am biting into a cloud. Oof. Ooh, I want to make sure I get blue now. I don't want to lose this power, man. Let it go into the red cycle, and when it goes blue again, I will get it. Oof. Oh, what the hell was that? Was that red on max then or something? What happened there? I feel like my power's gone worse. Okay, is it game over? Yeah, I feel like it's game over. I kind of felt like I'd done alright there, man. Squiggly laser is a fun weapon. Yeah, I didn't even know about that weapon, man, or have I forgotten about it? So what was squiggly laser, right? Was that red or blue? Or unless I'm missing a color here or something. Oh man, that's a good game, man. What else is on this collection actually? Was this a collection that we loaded? Let's see if it's just one game on here, or is there more game? Oh, there's purple. So is it red, blue and purple? Because I don't think I can tell the difference between the blue and the purple. It looks exactly the same to me. Okay, so there was 3 all along. Right, there you go. Special thank you to everyone that is watching this stream, man. How long? Wow, 3.5 hours. What's the time now? Right, guys, another 20 minutes max, man. That is what we are going to run for. Wow, this is quite the endurance, man. Let me, I'll be right back. I am just going to take a sip of my drink, guys. Right, I want to see if this has got more games on it, so... No, okay, cool, it is just Raiden DX now, that's fine. Oh, Raiden Project, what's that? Did someone mention that as well? Let's have a look at that. The Raiden Project. Is that going to be the same game, or is it going to be something different? Let's have a look. Yeah, oh no, absolutely, man, that's why I had to turn the sound up, man. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Really enjoying these streams we do on the weekend, man. Really, really good. Oh, by the way, I was speaking to Ranny Snice earlier. So Ranny Snice is likely going to be the next guest that I get on the channel for that kind of joint live stream that we do. All right, let's have a look at this. Okay, let's go Raiden 2 because I think we played Raiden 1 DX, right? So let's have a look at this. And let's see what this does. So Sabu, man, really like Team Zero USA. That's a good game. Come on in, start, man. Hope this hasn't frozen on me. I always think that, but nothing freezes. There you go. It doesn't. Wow, that's the kind of firepower you want, man. Oh, what's in there? Go to. Okay. Let's go in here. Did you only get 3 credits or can you put in more credits? No, you get 3 credits. Or maybe there's a way to change. So you got 3 credits to complete this game. And that was quite good for arcade games, wasn't it? It was, you had to, you couldn't just, like when you got arcade games on your computer or your console, on your console in this case. Is there an auto fire? Yeah, there's an auto fire. Oh, sorry. I'll start looking at volume levels in chat when I play sometimes. Give me that power. So that's blue. So there's blue, purple, and bloody red. And are we playing the same game now? Oops. Right, let's run something else. I can't even remember. Oh, what's this? Rakuga Gaki Showtime. Right, this should be interesting. I have no idea what this is. Any requests, guys? If you have any last minute requests, I'm happy to oblige you guys with anything that you guys would like to watch. So, or sorry, would like to watch me play. What controller are you using today? So Takumi, I'm using the 8-bit though Ultimate USB Type-C, the cheaper version because it has the PlayStation layout. I can use, I've got a PlayStation controller handy. I'm too lazy to plug in snack and have a wire popping out off the top. So yeah, so the 8-bit though RF controllers are my favorite, man. Those radio controllers are absolutely fantastic. 4 gigahertz ones. Oh yeah, Pepsi Man, right? Pepsi Man next. Let's have a look at this as we put this on. It might be, I wonder if this is going to be text heavy, so we won't be able to play it. Or is this like the fighting game? Is it Rakuga Kids that I really like on the Nintendo 64? Ooh. Ooh, is this a beat 'em up? This is crazy. Look at this game, guys. That smiley face has to be a power up, no? This is a crazy game. Glad I loaded this one up, man. Okay, so it's like an arena brawler, right? Where I've got to fight these people in the arena. Wow, this is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hello, Hadouken. Can I break this thing? Yeah, I can, alright. I think someone said Soul Blade as well, so we're going to do Pepsi Man and Soul Blade. But this is an interesting game, man. Like the art direction of this. Again, will look a lot better on a CRT as well. Like all of these games are designed with a CRT in mind. It really does bring everything to life compared to like a clean kind of HD display. Right, okay, let's go Pepsi Man before I forget. Have I got Pepsi Man? Oh yeah, I'm on Pepsi Man. I'm looking everywhere else, right? That's quite funny. Okay, made by Treasure 2. Yeah, man, Treasure are an absolute treasure. So good stuff there. So here's Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man is interesting. Almost reminds me of a mobile game. El Tato, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Much appreciated. Hopefully you're still in chat. Please say hello. So El Tato, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. I've seen other streamers when people subscribe and stuff, like props pop up, but I'm such a budget streamer. I probably need to go a little bit further with my props and stuff. But thank you everyone that's subscribed to the channel. What I said, do you have not Treasure Hunter? Is that an actual game? Not Treasure Hunter. Okay, interesting. We'll have to see what that is. Okay, look at that. That guy's drinking a Pepsi. Hey buddy, you might need a Diet Pepsi. Okay. It's a weird Japanese Kuzogo. Bad game. Okay. Is he Pepsi Man? Is he going to turn into Pepsi Man? Ten out of 10 for the video, man. What an intro. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man. Look at the way he's running on screen now. Absolutely fabulous. Pepsi Man. Man, I'm really happy that there's been not a single performance issue as far as the bandwidth goes for this stream, man. And all I needed to do was just plug it into a power line adapter that I've always had. So that's really, really cool. That's what I'm going to kind of use. I will go wireless to download something big if I need to do that. Okay, let's go game start. So this is, would it be fair to say that Pepsi Man is like a Temple Run game? Maybe Temple Run was inspired by Pepsi Man. I mean, that's a lot of Pepsi down there. Okay, so he's grabbing lots of snacks for the games. You wouldn't get something like that this day and age. It would be like drink Pepsi responsibly, you know? Oh, so darn good.
Oh, Pepsi Man, you got here just at the perfect time.
Look at that, Pepsi Man's timing is impeccable.
And I was just on my way there when I got a flat tire. There are a bunch of people.
Okay, here we
at a
go.
vending machine. They want Pepsi. And the word is that they're just about to riot.
All right, let's go. The jump is the crouch button as well. Oh, there you go, that's crouch, okay. You go through like people's front rooms and stuff. Oops, too early. Someone's front room. I need to crouch there. Maybe not jump there. I control the reverse here. Now would have been on your head. Come on, just take the bin off your head, Pepsi Man. That's a long time for a bin on my head. Come on, here we go. Oh, are we going to make it? Let's just grab another Pepsi. Ah, man, he didn't make it. Pepsi Man is out of here. Yeah, it is pretty much, yeah, Ryan, it is, yeah, definitely like a mobile game. Right, let's, so we're going to look for that game, Not Treasure Hunter, right? Do we have not? I don't think I have it. Sorry, buddy. Don't have Not Treasure Hunter. Let's go to Soul Blade though. I know someone mentioned this a lot earlier. I kind of forgot about it, but let's go into that. So wicked. Got to run, but thanks for entertaining me while I was working. In shop PCN, best to you and Mrs. and everyone on the stream. Thank you very much, Ken. Stay freaking awesome, and please remember, make something cool. Awesome, guys. If Super Sega comes back on, encourage them to send me a board for analysis. Offered a while back, but never got a response. No worries, man. You know what I'll do is if they get in touch and they want to do an interview, I'm going to say, don't send me a board, send it to Ken, and I'll just share footage with you for the video, man. You can give me some footage and you can take it apart, because if I take anything apart, there's a very good chance, in fact there's 100% chance that it will never ever go back together. Freaking awesome. Ken, have a good day, man. Speak soon. Right. Love this game, guys. I used to play this game in the arcade, and I remember once going to like my friend's house and someone brought a PlayStation over, and this is one of the games that they had on it, man, and it was big, man. It was so good. I'm gonna go Taki versus PTA.
Battle 1, fight.
So let's see. And what was it? Oh no. Did part one? I don't know if part one had parries. Or was that the Dreamcast version? And what move did you get when that sword is shining? Like I didn't really know the full mechanics of this game, but I loved it. Good to know. It's not just me, as a small number of other live streams have this issue. What was the issue there, Victor? Oh, am I playing? Sorry. No, you can't parry this, I don't think. So sorry, good to know it's not just me, a small number of other live streams have this issue. What is the issue that you are talking about, Victor? Is anyone else getting on and off buffering on this stream? I tried turning on off my Wi-Fi 6 sometimes. No, you know what, I'm monitoring all my stuff. And the stream, at least from my side, is cool. It's cool. I've gone wired instead of wireless, but I have gone via power line adapters, and it's working good for me, man. Let's see if you can get a ring out. Okay, I got a knockout instead. It's a good game, man. Okay, let me. No, I've got. So, are you guys watching it on YouTube, right? Instead of Twitch? Yeah. Most of you guys are watching it on YouTube. On my side, unless it's a YouTube issue, because look, while I'm doing this, I can, like, remember, this is the third attempt on this stream. The first two that were wireless, it was actually telling me poor, and it was telling me there's not enough bandwidth, there's an issue. I've not had, since going to this wired kind of thing, I've not had a single issue with any of that. So it should be okay. I'm wondering just whether sometimes what you get is you may get an issue from YouTube side, or their server might have an issue. But I'm actually confident to say that the issue is definitely not on my side. It's not a bandwidth issue. I've definitely resolved it. It's something that I'm really impressed with, really happy about, to be honest. But right, okay, let's run some more games. Any other suggestions out there? Yeah, it might be. I think it will be, because for once I am. Oh, someone actually said Soul Reaver. Have I got? Oh, I haven't got Soul Reaver. And someone said Soul Reaver. That would have been good. Oh, this stream's going to come to an end soon anyway. But yeah, it shouldn't be. I'm literally looking at it now, and it says excellent. You know, instead of good or poor, it says excellent, which is very good. Very good. Wow. Okay. Wow. Over 3.5 hours, man. That's why streaming is so much fun, right? What's this? Hakio King of Crusher. No worries, we can try that one. I can't even remember what I loaded now. What did I load? Oh, Sonic Wing Special. I think this is a 2D shmup. And I didn't realise, look, the PlayStation had a lot of good shmups on there, guys. Where's my dolphin? Hey, my dolphin is here. Did I just press X and go back out? I think I did. Love this. This game got remade recently, right? I think I've got this. Wow. Nice. It's nice to get powered up straight away. Like Raiden, as much as I love it, you don't get this much power until like way further into the level or whatnot. You know, like this one here, boom, shaka laka. I'm just powerful. I'm firing stuff everywhere. And if I've learned one thing from this stream today is, you know what? The PlayStation just has a lot of really, really good shmups on it, man. Oof. Let me get a power. I got shot by the building. Okay, we did that one. Good stuff. Fantastic game. Yeah, don't think. I don't even know what the other characters are like. You go on the character select screen, you start picking stuff, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? There's a dolphin in there. How are you not gonna pick the dolphin? You know, how are you not gonna pick it? Unless you know something about the other characters and how good they are or something. Man, there's a dolphin there. You're gonna pick it. You know, it's like if there's a lizard man in a game, you're gonna try the lizard man first, right? So what's that King of Fighters game that I played, one of the recent ones? All of a sudden there's a dinosaur dude in there, man. That's a pick him first time straight away. And there it was, I thought I was good at the game. I played a friend of mine online that completely and utterly destroyed me. Turned out that he was like, you know, doing UK tournaments at the time. Big shout out to Sifu V, man. If he's ever watching, drop by and say hello. And Harmonize as well. I know when we spoke recently and you said you always stick the streams on while you're working. If you're around now, man, say hello, man. Do miss you, buddy, and looking forward to you taking a drive down to me, man. We'll go to Free Play City, play some Third Strike. We'll go grab a food, your choice, Chinese, Turkish. Those are probably my two main takeaways that I go to actually, or like a American burger or whatever. But yeah, you can pick, man. But do miss you, buddy. Missed the days we were single, and all we did was play Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, spoke strategies, went to the arcade and just hung around with Mary Jane. But those days are now gone. So here we are on a Saturday night, or I am live streaming some PlayStation. A lot of really, really good shmups on the PlayStation, man. Really, really good. Let's drop a bomb here. Kind of interesting bombs. Almost like a slow mine that kind of goes up. Also, particular shaped bullets you can negate by firing at them. So the circular ones you can't, but the ones that are like a sphere shaped, like egg shaped, they yeah, they're decent. Just one more life. Oh, there you go. Right, someone mentioned another game down there, a Haiku King. Okay, so let's go Haiku. H-I... Oh, okay, I've got it. King of Crusher, interesting. I was kind of thinking I wasn't going to have that game, but I do have that game there. Excellent. Guys, is it all shine good for you? All the stats and everything have been solid all the way through, man. What a big difference a wire makes. Excellent. Well, actually, what's interesting, it shows my latest YouTube subscribers on this little stats thing that I've got, but it doesn't show me whether they subscribed watching this stream or whether they just subscribed watching another video or just randomly. Not exactly sure where. But right, where are we? Oh, okay, so after this, I'm going to put on one more game, I think, and then I'm going to call it a night. Wow, 3 hours and 43 minutes, man. Have I seen this game? A little kid throwing a tantrum there, crushing his toy. So glad I don't have those tantrum kids, you know. We're gonna have it. Look at that beautiful flower. Oh wow, I love trying stuff out like this. Ah, look at that. That is wicked. What's that, like a bat bug thing, man? Oh, this isn't like a Mr. Mosquito game where you have to go and suck people's blood and stuff. No, not the baby, not the baby. Oof. Quality, quality. Love this. Oh wow, well, I've just turned him into a zombie or something. Okay. Okay, come on. We got a black screen and we want to look at the game. Oh wow. Why the dude? Oh wow, okay. Hopefully people taking that. So look. Okay, so I got bit by the bug and now I'm gonna beat everything. Okay, kick the door down. Oh wow, that is proper psycho, man. What a weird game. Can I go into that room? This is, you were right, dude. What a bizarre game. I mean, I'm destroying a perfectly good house over here. Whatever that insect is, I definitely don't want to get beat by that. Can we kick the gas meter? Should be a gas leak now. Nope, nothing to go there. Can I rotate the camera around? Okay, I need to destroy everything. Okay, this is kind of interesting. This game escalates a lot. Yeah, it definitely does. Right, let's do one kind of final game on a track mode and we'll kind of finish up stuff there. I do appreciate all of you guys stopping by, everyone that press the like button, hypes up the video, subscribes. Really do appreciate all of you guys. If anyone wants to go further, there is a Patreon and membership options. Everything's there, but it is all strictly optional. I just like hanging out with you guys on a Saturday night. All right, let's go Street Fighter Alpha 3. Because this has a really good intro, well, at least the arcade version does. And the PlayStation version was good because it had stuff like dramatic battle on there, where you could have 2 players against 1 or 1 versus 2. It was really good. Made the game really good. But yeah, Street Fighter, the artwork for the Street Fighter Alpha series is probably the best in the entire series. Oh well, with CPS free stuff being in a whole different ball game, but we're talking like more of that classic kind of look, right? You know, CPS 1 was good. CPS 2 has the alpha stuff on there, but alpha artwork's just really good. The intro's fantastic. All of this just absolutely top notch, man. No, Shadow Bash, we are gonna call it a night now, man. Been going for wow, almost 4 hours, 3 hours and 48 minutes, man. This is, I think, the longest stream I've ever done, but this is what happens when you get a good night's sleep. You get all your chores done early. I've done the weekly news video rather quickly. There wasn't that much to report, to be honest, but yeah, got that done quickly, done the family stuff, got them lunch, came home. Mrs. has been super good, but I'm definitely going to make it up to her tomorrow. I'm going to take her out to any restaurant she wants, even if it means me driving for 2 hours on a round trip. The thing is, none of the kids like that restaurant. I think my daughter doesn't mind it, but my boys don't like it. So whenever I take her there, I have to take the boys out and get them a KFC from next door. Here, Ryan, now, man, you guys make it worth it, man. Engaging with you guys, speaking with you guys, talking, it's what makes it worth it, you know. It's definitely the engagement, the talking. If I had all of you guys watching but no one was talking, it wouldn't be as interesting, you know. People talking here and then we break off into some random stuff. So absolutely fantastic. So guys, just to kind of summarize, the PlayStation is a wicked system. It's aged really, really well. A lot of the 2D stuff, maybe some of the 3D stuff hasn't aged that well. But generally, most of the games I played on today, I enjoyed. There's so much 2D stuff on here. I just realized there's so many shmups on the PlayStation. I know there's a lot on the Saturn, but heck, there's a lot on the PlayStation. So play the PlayStation Core. If you don't have a MiSTer and you've ordered a SuperStation 1, well, you're going to have something that looks like a PS1 and is going to play PlayStation 1. Play this on a CRT where you can, but obviously playing on HDMI is fine. The MiSTer's visual filters are fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. If you don't have a CRT and you're going to play via HDMI, go into the video options, put the different shaders on it. I don't use them because YouTube's compression really destroys the end user experience. So when you're watching it, instead of seeing the really nice scan lines, they go like into groups of 5 where it's dark and then light. It looks really bad, especially on the smallest devices. On a big device, it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, guys, look, thank you. Appreciate each and every single one of you guys. I really do like you're watching. You guys are freaking cool. You give me the motivation to stream and do all this stuff that I do. So thank you very much for your support. Honestly, humbly, it is super duper appreciated. But with that, guys, I will leave you. Have a great rest of the weekend. Make sure you spend it with loved ones. Do stuff that you like. And yeah, this is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.
Street Fighter 03.